like 150-pound dumbbell.
He looks pretty good.
He's teasing all of us.
Yeah, every time I've seen Aaron and anytime there's a video posted, I can say this. I do think he has snaps left in his body. Knowing Aaron wants to be the best if he was to ever take another snap. So it's been cool to see Aaron get excited. He's still a big Rams fan. He still communicates with Sean. So it's awesome that he's excited about this move.
Afternoons with DeMarco and Travis starting at 3 p.m. on 710 ESPN. The all-new ESPN LA app and live on YouTube.
Empower.
Pete's back on the links with all new golf clubs and hopefully less swearing.
Dang, sliced it.
He worked with Empower to help him get good at money so he can be a little bad.
Heads up!
Oof. Talent sold separately.
Guy said these were slice-proof.
At least he has money for lessons. Invest well, live a little. Start today at empower.com.
Harry Douglas here to tell you about Fruity Rainbow 5-Hour Energy Shots. It's a fruity candy flavor explosion, and I mean explosion. Fruity Rainbow 5-Hour Energy Shots, a zero-sugar treat that's sweet tooth approved. These can take care of my candy cravings and provides a tasty caffeine kick without all the sugar. Fruity Rainbow 5-Hour Energy Shots. Get candy-flavored chaos with Fruity Rainbow 5-Hour Energy Shots, available online at 5hourenergy.com or Amazon.
Hi, it's LeBron. The Lakers play here.
710 ESPN.
KSPN, Los Angeles.
A good karma brands radio station.
ESPN 710 Los Angeles Sports.
And it is the biggest show on the radio. Mason and Ireland is on for your Thursday afternoon.
Ireland, best show on the radio.
Here we go. Hall of Famers are off today. The vacation rolls on in the summer. But guess who's here to talk hoops, Jack? Momo, Ramona Shelburne, and Andy Kamenetsky. Yes, Andy has that Locked On Lakers podcast. And you see Ramona on ESPN. You read her on ESPN.com. She's just Momo, man. We'll talk Lakers' biggest offseason ever. We'll talk NBA free agency as it is looming. We'll talk Dodgers baseball, World Cup, so much more. Team USA tonight. Let's do it.
Oh, dipsy-doo between the legs. I get out of the shower, I do a happy dance, and then I suck on the tap.
Funch your lover, producer Funches, sitting in for producer Emily. Brian Cohen's here, the social team at the back, and you.
Yeah. Beef stew's coming back soon, I think.
Yeah, what they call me is a cornhole savant.
The biggest show on the radio.
So with that said, let's get this show on.
Mason and Ireland, AK and Momo, your Thursday afternoon right now.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Momo, joining me. Glad she's here. She is riding adrenaline right now because she was up all night working on a story, but also I saw her face. This is the first time Momo heard the drop of Ireland saying, and then I suck on the spigot or suck on the tap. She had never heard that before.
I have not heard that drop.
Like Momo Momo went from kind of tired, I got to build up the energy, to all of a sudden eyes out. Whoa.
I mean, honestly, I thought I was listening to the morning show.
Well, I mean, with Morales involved with the imaging, in some ways, it's all one big morning show.
That's right.
It's all one continuous moment.
Yeah, but thematically, that was more of a morning show kind of drop.
Well, look, we had a big during the afternoon drop, the afternoon show a couple days ago. I was in for Travis, and there's now a drop of me saying, Chris offered you his ass.
Whoa!
Because
don't say it again. They can get a cleaner version.
That was the version. I'm just quoting myself at this point. Because Chris demonstrating Chris was a very good high school basketball player.
Morales?
Morales was apparently a very good
Don't believe it.
The source on this is Morales, but nonetheless, according to Morales, he was a very good high school basketball player.
I mean, we heard that your brother was a good baseball player.
He was, actually. Brian was good.
Okay.
I mean, he was like something like all district or all whatever. Like,
okay.
He played like a club at Vanderbilt. Like, he was good. I mean, he wasn't getting recruited or anything, but he was good. I think Brian could have played at like maybe like a Division II or like a not great Division I.
Yeah.
But yeah, he was something like all league, all district, something like that. Yeah. He was legitimately good.
Okay.
He's not Travis. He was not you, but he was good.
Okay.
You're unconvinced.
We played in the softball game together.
But you got to remember.
I have my own assessment here.
You got to remember, Momo. He has barely touched a glove. When he first moved out here, Brian actually played in some type of men's league baseball deal.
Yeah.
And also, he's like 7 or 8 years older than you. So
you're saying this is what I have to listen. I'm the one who just walked in here in a boot, and then my other foot. Yo, you didn't see that?
No.
Oh gosh. Yeah, it's like I'm a cross country skier right now because when you have your foot in a boot, then you have to put the other foot. Then you have to put this like balancer, this like it's called an even up thing on your other foot so that you don't get all off kilter.
I mean, you're not even in a boot. You're in boots.
I'm a little unstable in them because one of them is like hard plastic. So you didn't hear this whole story.
No, have you really been riding this hard?
Oh yeah.
That's what put you in the boot?
Okay, so what happened was I came home in between game 1 and game 2 of the finals because I'm a good mom and my son's birthday is June 8th every year. So Jacob. Okay. I have a finals baby. So every year.
I like the way you phrased it. It's his birthday June 8th every year.
That's right.
Every year.
Yeah, we're going to have funny Yogi Berra-isms like this today because I'm going on about 3 hours sleep. So it'll be fun. I'm like wired with caffeine and a little loopy. This is going to be a great show.
Love this.
So I
Drunk and or looped Momo is my favorite moment.
Oh, yeah. We got
Momo at the Mandy's that one year. You were amazing.
Oh, my gosh.
You were so hammered.
I can't believe there's video of that.
You were so hammered.
Why did anyone who cares about me let me do those videos? Oh, my God.
Honestly, look, as somebody who does care about you, Momo, I consider us friends. We've been friends for a while.
Yeah,
we've known each other for a while. My excuse was by the time you sat down at our table, you were already hammered.
Done.
So there's nothing I could do about this.
So.
I at that point, all I just kept asking was, "You're not driving, right? Like, please reassure you're." And you weren't.
It was good.
Yeah.
Right. Well, okay. So here's what happened. What happened? I came home after game 1. And I was like, okay, which one do you miss, game 2 or game 3? Because you gotta skip. So I missed the game 2 because it was the weekend and we could have a party for him. Okay, so I pick him up at preschool, and I'm trying to be like, oh, Jacob, and I give him a hug, and I'm carrying him outside. And as I'm walking, because you're carrying somebody in front of you who's 35 pounds, and in your field of view or vision, I just didn't see the step, just missed it. I go this way every day. I mean, I drop my kid off at the same school every day. Like, I know there's a step there. But in that moment, just didn't see it. And it all happened so fast that, like, I didn't know. Like, 1 minute you're walking and you're, like, saying hello to your 4-year-old. And then the next minute you're on the ground, like, with both ankles busted. So the left one went first. And then I tried to catch myself. And I held on to the kid. Okay. Just instinct. And on the way down, I tried to catch myself with my right foot. But I'm off kilter because A, missed a step, and B, have 35-pound child in my arms.
And you still got to hang on to the child.
You got to hang on to the child. And I, like, busted the right one, too. Not as bad, but, like, I'm on the ground. It's hot. It's pretty bad. Like, I've sprained my ankle pretty bad. This is the worst one I've ever done. Like, it was like, oh, no. Like, it swelled up like a grapefruit right away. And I was like, I think I just broke this foot. Like, this is bad. And, like, he's crying because, he's like, what the hell just happened?
He thinks it's his fault.
Yeah. Well, no, I don't even think that. I think it was just like mom's holding me and now she's on the ground. Like, right. I don't think I said too many curse words, but there might have been a few.
They'll hear them at some.
There was a lot of owls. I didn't cry, but I was a lot of owls. Anyway, it was a whole scene, like the teachers had to come out and like the security guard's like, oh, parent fell, we need help. And I'm like, oh God, this is the whole thing now. So then, but I'm also like, oh God, I think I just literally broke my ankle. Like, that was so bad. And my husband came, picked me up and took me to urgent care. They weren't broken, but I tore ligaments.
Oh.
And so now I'm in a boot, but I had to get through the finals. So I just peg-legged it everywhere. Like, you can't wear the boot on the court. So I just like took an ace bandage and wrapped it up. And I took the wheelchair through the airport, and I was just that girl.
To quote Walter White, nothing stops this train.
That's right.
Nothing stops this train.
The truth is, it's very humbling, right? When you like really mess yourself up, you're like, oh God, I'm in my 40s now. This is what happens, right? Like, but it wasn't even like a good injury. Like, it wasn't like, oh, I was playing softball or No, it was like I just missed a step.
Yeah, but you missed a step and you really hurt yourself in the process of protecting your child.
Yeah, okay. But
and there's something honorable to that.
Okay, I could lean into that. And but I don't think there was even enough time for me to think. Like it just happened. It was just like
okay. These are some great comments.
Oh yeah,
right now in the YouTube chat from Aunt Esther. Momo is truly filling in for Mason now.
Do you? Oh my God! Oh, so true.
Do
you want me to show the boots up in the YouTube chat?
As long as it doesn't hurt.
Yes. This is the even out one, and this is the real boot.
Wow.
Yeah.
And then from Mr. Alvizi, Momo will be back before Kendrick Nunn.
Oh, so funny. That's very funny. These are very funny comments.
Yes.
Good job, people.
Yes.
Good job.
And the chat is expressing concern for you.
I'm okay. The truth is, it really was horrible. The first 2 weeks and having to get through the finals like that, I was like in a lot of pain every single day. That was not fun. But it was also an amazing finals, and I couldn't miss it. Like you can't miss the Knicks winning the finals. You just can't.
You were there?
Yeah.
You saw
and I wrote about it, and I talked to people.
Okay.
And also, people felt really sorry for me. Like they'd see me like walking down the hallways, and like like Jalen Brunson's mom talked to me for the last story, and like. The whole time she's like I've known her before, and so she would see me coming, and everybody be like, "Oh, what'd you do? Are you all right?" And I'm like, "Not really." Like just crushed both my ankles. Like and then people feel sorry for you, and then they talk to you more. So it was kind of
Okay, how was it though getting through the madness of New York?
Not fun.
Right with that boot. I knew you were there. I didn't realize you were doing this hurt though.
I took an Uber everywhere. And then, I mean, there's actually, I should not tell people this, but there is some, like when I walked into the Garden, I had to walk, like, I took an Uber like 6 blocks to get to the Garden because I couldn't walk 6 blocks. So I just had to do, and then I had to go like walk 1 or 2 blocks. It was really hard. And people like, there's like video of me.
Did you go viral?
And they like tagged me on Instagram. I'm like, please don't tag me. Like, I don't want to remember this. But it was like Knicks fans who were like, Momo, who do you think's going to win tonight? And I didn't know they were recording me, right. So there's like sort of man on the street videos.
Who did you say?
I said the Knicks.
Okay,
I picked the Knicks the whole time.
Good.
Yeah.
Because otherwise, those New York folks, they will be vicious.
Yeah.
Absolutely vicious.
I really thought the Knicks were going to win the whole time.
Yeah.
I picked them at the beginning of the series. I was like, they're on this magical run. This reminds me, I've seen teams get on runs like this where like they're just going to keep winning because they've got it going. And I thought San Antonio was like probably the more talented team and they should win, but they're young. And like the Knicks had won 13 in a row.
Yeah. I mean, you really saw the value of a closer, like a true closer down the stretch.
Yeah.
And I had Spurs in 7, but by definition, that means I believe the Knicks can win. Anytime you think a series would go to 7, that means it's anybody's series. They were really just, they were perfectly built at the perfect time. Jalen Brunson and Karl Anthony Towns picked the best time to play the best defense of, I think, either of their careers. Yeah. It was just perfect.
You know, I would say this. I think the reason the Knicks won, and this is like organizational behavior, right? We've all been in this industry for decades, right? And it doesn't matter what industry you're in. If you're in an organization that empowers its employees, that makes them feel good about themselves, that has their back and defends them when they suck, like when Mikal Bridges sucked for a lot of this year or last year or whatever. And every time he would suck, people go, God, we gave up 5 picks for him. And like Jalen Brunson had his back. That's his guy from Villanova. Josh Hart, that's his Villanova guy. The Leon Rose, who gave up those 5 picks. Like he was like, no, we it was maybe more than we wanted to pay, but we just wanted him that badly. We know how important he is. When somebody really has your back, when somebody champions you, and that's when everyone is going to do their best work.
Well, you can even take it a step further. Like the idea that you gave up those 5 picks for Mikal Bridges, which I understand why people consider an overpay. I guarantee the Knicks.
That's too much. That's too much.
But the Knicks don't care now. But part of the reason, I don't even think part of the reason, a big reason they're willing to do that is because Jalen Brunson took such a discount. And that money, this is the way I have framed this a lot. That money that he gave up, obviously it's about putting it towards the team, but he was quite literally purchasing an experience. Yeah. He wanted to do this with his dad. He wanted to do this with his Villanova friends. Like he wanted the experience. But when your star does that, then all of a sudden when it's like, I really want Mikal Bridges, my buddy on this team, the organization is going to say, you gave up $100 million. We'll do the overpay.
Yeah.
Because this is part of getting everyone on the same page.
Yeah, and I think it's people have this revisionist history about Jalen taking less. He also got a lot more than anybody else was going to pay him when he first went to New York.
Sure.
So when he first went to New York, everyone was like, "Oh, that's way too much money." No one else was giving him anything close to that. It was just because Leon Rose is like his godfather. And then I don't know if you saw this. If you haven't seen this video, you have to just watch it. Just literally to see Leon Rose in shorts. Okay, like that's all I can see.
It'd be like catching Jim Hill out of a suit.
It is. It's like, oh my God, what am I looking at here? That's exactly like Jim Hill.
Beto one time saw Jim Hill at the gym, and believe it or not, Jim Hill does not wear a suit while he works out.
Oh, really? Does he wear shorts?
I don't remember. I think it might have been like a sweatsuit or something like that.
See, I can't see him in shorts.
But like the way Beto described it, it was like spotting Bigfoot. Like you never see.
That's how I would feel. I can't. No, this person still works there. I can't tell. That's right. I know somebody who's seen Jim Hill do a wardrobe change because like his wardrobe was what he was wearing he couldn't wear it, and it was like he had to shop at a local store from where they were on location, and it was like they didn't have the Jim Hill level of suits, and he had to just make it work, and it was like the whole thing, and it's like Jim Hill has a uniform.
Yes, he does.
He has finely tailored suits.
He has finely.
I've never seen him not in a finely tailored suit.
Jim Hill.
First of all, there's 6 Jim Hills. Yeah. You know this, right?
Yes.
I have, there's a command center, and somebody is air traffic control, and they dispatch Jim Hill number 1 to go to the Rams, and Jim Hill number 2 goes to the Lakers, and then Jim Hill number 3 goes to the Clippers, and there's at least 6. I can count. I don't know.
It's like that.
It's not like there's a helicopter taking the one guy around.
It's like that Michael Keaton movie Multiplicity, where there were like 4 Michael Keatons. There's at least 6 Jim Hills. Join Beto Duran tonight at Mercado Gonzalez in Costa Mesa as the U.S. takes on Turkey, starting at 5 p.m., leading up to the 7 p.m. kickoff. Enjoy drink specials, surprise giveaways, incredible food, nonstop match day energy, plus Beto Duran. Rock your team colors, cheer with fellow fans all night long. Mercado Gonzalez, where every match tastes better. Big NBA trade this morning. LaMelo Ball going to the Wolves. Lot to unpack with that.
And still wrapping my head around it.
Like many trades, it could expand.
Oh, yeah.
But maybe loop in the Lakers. Get into all that coming up next. Andy Kamenetsky, Ramona Shelburne in for the guys, 710 ESPN.
And it is the 15-minute mark right here on 710 ESPN. On the all-new ESPN LA app and on YouTube at ESPN Los Angeles.
The 15-minute mark on 710. Fueled by Valvoline Instant Oil Change.
You know, in that time it took to hear your favorite takes and all that fun and frivolity, you could be pulling out with a fresh oil change. No waiting, no appointment, just in and out in about 15 minutes. Bam! So you've got more time for what matters. Visit SoCalOilChange.com.
In just 15 minutes, you can boost your vehicle's performance and save money while doing it. Visit SoCalOilChange.com now for value pack coupons and keep your car and your wallet running strong.
The 15-minute mark on 710, made possible by Valvoline Instant Oil Change.
This summer's biggest football watch party experience is happening at Mercado Gonzalez in Costa Mesa. Catch every Mexico and USA match live, surrounded by nonstop game day energy, passionate fans, drink specials, surprise giveaways, grab fire asada tacos, slow braised quesadilla, fresh ceviches, warm churros, and more while you cheer on your team with the entire Mercado. Mercado Gonzalez, your soccer fan paradise this summer. Join us every Mexico and USA match at Mercado Gonzalez in Costa Mesa, where every match tastes better.
Men, your health is the real MVP. Providence reminds you that many of the top health risks men face can go unnoticed. But annual checkups, screenings, and knowing your numbers can make all the difference. From staying active and eating well to prioritizing sleep and mental wellness, small steps can have a big impact. Providence brings together the best minds in men's health, keeping you in the game with trusted, compassionate care. Take control of your health like I did. Learn more at Providence.org. Providence, caring with compassion in Southern California.
Welcome to Milagro Tequila, where the sun shines, good times roll, and tequila pours. Take a sip of sunshine this summer with Milagro Tequila, crafted from 100% Blue Weber agave for bright flavor and exceptional smoothness. Shake up fresh margaritas with Milagro Silver. Mix the perfect paloma with Milagro Reposado, or enjoy the rich, smooth taste of Milagro Añejo on the rocks. Find Milagro at your favorite retailer, in-store and online. Tequila never tasted brighter. Milagro Tequila. Please enjoy responsibly.
Pros, save more on what you need to get the job done right. Right now at Lowe's. Get 15% off select custom entry and interior doors. Plus, save $80 on the DeWalt 20-volt Max 2-tool combo kit. Now just $169. And at the Lowe's Pro Desk, bring us your materials list and get a quote in minutes. Handwritten, a photo, or even a sticky note is all you need. Keep your jobs moving faster and on budget at Lowe's. Valid through 7/8 while supplies last. Selection varies by location.
Skechers elite athlete OG Anunoby has been making history on the basketball court.
Anunoby tips it in. Unbelievable. What a shot.
He's been balling out in Skechers high-performance basketball sneakers, and the world is noticed. But how does OG train off the court to keep in peak physical condition? Hands-free Skechers Slip-ins Aeroburst. They help prepare OG for the physical demands of playing at a championship level. Get your pair of Aeroburst for only $165 at a Skechers store, Skechers.com, or wherever high-performance running shoes are sold.
It is Mason and Ireland on 710 ESPN. Don't get it twisted, yo. The most downloaded sports radio show in Los Angeles. The podcast, that is.
Mason and Ireland, the number one most downloaded sports podcast in Los Angeles. The number one most downloaded sports podcast in Los Angeles. And we thank all of our podcast listeners for that.
If you ever miss a moment, get your fill anytime. Just search Mason and Ireland wherever you get your podcast.
"42 years ago today, the soundtrack to Purple Rain was released."
42 years ago?
I know. The old as please.
Wow.
I know. And it still holds up.
Oh, it really does.
So well.
It's like when they play this in the club, I'm going, no. I'm getting wild. I'm going crazy.
Well, not in those boots. Your wilding
maybe
days
even
are...
more.
Why not?
I mean, you know.
Now
at least I'm in the point now where it's like, it's not super painful every step. Right? Like, you're just in the stupid boot. And like, people see you coming and they're like, whoa, wait. Like, I look like I'm going cross-country skiing.
I know. How long are you going to be in it?
Another couple weeks.
Okay.
But I mean, the truth is, like, you don't have to wear it all the time, but you're just not going to feel very well.
No, it's best for your recovery.
Yeah.
You got it.
Yeah.
Speaking of folks who've dealt with ankle injuries.
Okay.
LaMelo Ball. LaMelo Ball, it was broken today via Shams that the Timberwolves and Charlotte Hornets have made a deal. Naz Reid and a bunch of draft capital and pick swaps, all of that stuff going to Charlotte. Charlotte sending Josh Green and the headliner LaMelo Ball to the Timberwolves. There have been some reports over like the last 24 hours that the Hornets were very, very open to moving LaMelo.
Mm-hmm.
And then once that got out, this moved really fast.
Yeah, that was interesting. Look, we all knew this was an issue last year too. Because he's due for a big extension, you know, and he's already making a lot, and it's they haven't even made the playoffs. They made the play-in tournament. They won that great game against the Heat after he hurt Bam Adebayo, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like Bam left in the first half, or it was right around halftime, and then they beat the Heat in that game. Kobe White made that great shot, but I always felt like he was not going to be long term in Charlotte. Like I think there was a sort of buyer's remorse on that contract. He couldn't stay healthy. They never really progressed. This year they finally started getting it together. So I was wondering if they would be as motivated to trade him. But I think, you know, it's always better to trade a guy after a good season when they have peak value.
If he's somebody that you've thought about trading anyway. Like, obviously, if Luka has a great season, they're not going to automatically look to move him, but they have no desire to ever move Luka. But with LaMelo, and there have been rumors with LaMelo for years, and they were really loud last year leading up to where we are now. One of my theories with Charlotte is they thought to themselves, this is as healthy as LaMelo has ever been. This is as serious and grown up as LaMelo has ever been. We don't trust it to ever stay at this level again.
Yeah.
Sell while it is highest.
Yeah, that was 100% what happened. And I think, like, look, he has to answer. He's an incredibly talented basketball player. Mm-hmm. So good. Great shooter, great passer, basketball IQ, really, really fun player to watch. But the question has always been about his he serious enough about winning? Is he serious enough about as a professional? And that's what he has to answer now. And I think being around Ant Edwards is going to be really good. Well, first of all, this is a really interesting trade for Minnesota. Really interesting.
Very.
I had heard them connected to. They tried to get Kyrie, from what I understand. He's not available. I think Dallas is keeping Kyrie unless somebody blows them away with an offer. I think they're in.
Nobody's going to do that till they see Kyrie actually play again.
Right, and also like Dallas likes the idea of having Kyrie with Cooper Flag. Like that's a really attractive pairing. But Minnesota called on him. I think Minnesota. I had heard them linked to John Morant at some point.
Mm-hmm.
But you're not giving up much to get John Morant. Like that's sort of like you're taking on a bad contract with somebody who hasn't played very well. Like it's not just that Ja had issues off the court. It's that when he did play, he wasn't that good.
And he bucked up. He was not the only player on the Grizzlies who didn't like the new system that had been implemented, but he was the one bucking up against it the loudest.
Yeah, and I think with LaMelo, like it's going to be really interesting to see how he fits with Anthony Edwards because Minnesota has needed a bona fide point guard for 3 years, really. And Mike Conley has done his best, but Mike Conley is not Mike Conley anymore. He's like the older, wiser, graybeard Mike Conley, and he's
he's even old by those standards.
Yeah, I know. He's such a great guy, and people love him so much. Like everywhere he goes, they want to hire him in the front office. I'm like, that's not good when he's still starting point guard. Like he's not a bad player, but he's just not what he used to be. Okay, he can give you 15 minutes a game maybe. But he was their starting point guard. And then, I knew that Minnesota that they have to do something because they're not good enough.
And the
in
Julius
West.
Randle point forward thing was too all over the place. Like when it worked, it was really good. But when it was bad, it was awful.
Yeah. And, it's what happens when you have an expensive team and you don't win. Like they won a lot. And I think if they weren't in the Western Conference, maybe they're in the finals already. But you have Anthony Edwards, who's on the clock now as the next superstar that we're all wondering if they can keep. And so Minnesota is in one of those teams now that's going to have to be a little on tilt, be highly motivated. They're trying. This is their first swing. I'm going to be curious to see if they do an extension with LaMelo or if they let him play it out and earn it.
I would let him play. I mean, he's under contract for another 3 years. You do not need to extend him now.
Yeah, I know.
You really don't.
Yeah.
But what I do think, though, is really interesting about the Minnesota ownership group and the GM and all that stuff, they take big swings. Like, they took a big swing when they brought in Rudy Gobert. They took a big swing when they traded Cat for Randall. They're taking a big swing here. Like, in a lot of ways, they're the very opposite of what I think Rob Pelinka is as a GM. Like, Rob can be, I think, very, very cautious. I think he is still sort of feeling the residual after effects of the Russ deal. Like, Rob doesn't – and by the way, it's not entirely a criticism of Rob. Like, you don't want to take wild swings all the time. Like, not every wild swing is great. But I think Rob is much more conservative as a GM. Tim Connolly will take big swings with Minnesota.
I mean, that's just how he's wired, though. Like, Tim Connolly's like, he's kind of like in that Daryl Morey vein. Like, they're always in the mix. They're always like, they're like deal junkies, like they're always going to make a call. Let's see what you're looking for. Like there's people who are naturally always, always game. Right.
Mm-hmm.
And I think unless you're winning, like you kind of have to be in this league, especially when you have a superstar like Ant Edwards, and especially when your roster gets expensive.
Well, it's funny too. Like John Krasinski over at The Athletic, who does an awesome job
so
covering.
Good,
he's one of the best. But I just saw he had a piece out. It was basically to Timberwolves fans: brace yourself. You are about to enter the Ant Watch zone.
Yeah.
And John knows this team as well as anybody who covers a team knows their team. He's like, every indication I've ever gotten is that Ant is happy with the Timberwolves. He loves Minnesota. He doesn't necessarily want the massive spotlight in terms of like off the court and, constantly being bothered. Like, he likes his situation, but he wants to win. And it's also just some star always ends up in that barrel. Yeah. It is now Ant's turn.
He hasn't said anything or done anything that make you think that. I mean, I think we all just look at it and you just connect the dots. I've certainly heard that scuttlebutt around the league. It's not just coming from media pundits. It's coming from other GMs and other league, agents, GMs, whatever. We always call them league sources, right? Whatever you want to say. That's certainly out there, but I I don't think this isn't like Giannis when he did that press conference. Remember when he lost to Miami in that 2023 series? They lost in the first round. They were like the number 1 seed and they lost to the 8 seed. And then Giannis did this press conference and he was like, Jimmy Butler killed us and I would have wanted to guard him. But that's not my decision. That's the coach's decision. And it was like, whoa, you just threw Budenholzer under the bus there. Like, interesting. Did you ask him to guard him? Like, you had a back injury. Like, it was like, there was a lot of that. That started 3 years in advance, like where Giannis sort of openly questioning things that were done and said, and within the organization. I haven't heard Ant do that.
No. Again, and I trust Krasinski because he is super plugged in. He's like every person I've talked to that knows Ant well, people within the team, whatever. He's happy there, but we are now officially in Anthony Edwards Photoshop jersey era. Like this, you're going to see this all the time. He is that guy until the Timberwolves at least get back to the Western Conference Finals, and there's evidence that this team is going to work. A team that we know works, the Dodgers, coming up next.
Oh, my gosh.
That's a seg.
Yeah.
Really good seg.
Really good.
I know. Boys in Blue Report with Greg
It's like
Bergman.
hold your hand up.
Coming up next, 710 ESPN.
It's time for your Valvoline Instant Oil Change Summer of Soccer update. Here's Mario Ruiz.
The United States may have already secured its place in the round of 32, but tonight is a chance to make history. The U.S. men's national team takes on Turkey at 6 p.m. at SoFi Stadium, looking to win its 3rd straight match in a World Cup group stage. The U.S. has never won more than 2 games in a single World Cup, so a victory tonight would put this squad in the record books. There will be plenty of motivation on the other side as well. The last time these two teams met was just 1 year ago when Turkey earned a 2-1 victory over the Americans. Regardless of tonight's result, the U.S. already knows its next destination, a round of 32 showdown on July 1st at 5 p.m. in Santa Clara, California, where the knockout stage officially begins.
And that's your Valvoline Instant Oil Change Summer of Soccer update. Valvoline Instant Oil Change, home of the 15-minute drive-through oil change. From kickoff to the final whistle, performance matters. Keep your vehicle running strong. Visit SoCalOilChange.com for a special offer and locations near you.
The summer savings are heating up at George Chevrolet with great offers on the hottest Chevy models. It's Chris Morales. Right now, current eligible Chevy leases can upgrade to a new 2026 Chevrolet Equinox Active for just $349 a month plus tax for 36 months with $39.95 due at signing. Visit George Chevrolet off the 91 freeway at Lakewood exit in Bellflower or shop online at georgechevy.com. Chevrolet, together let's drive.
Equinox lease plus title, tax, license, registration, government fees, dealer.fee, up to $85. And electric filing or registration fee if applicable. Lease for well-qualified lessees on approved credit through GM Financial and may require trade-in assistance eligibility. Offer at 7/6/2026. Call 866-949-4805 for full details.
The LA Card Expo returns June 27th and 28th to the Warner Center Marriott in Woodland Hills. Sports cards, Pokemon, TCG, autographed memorabilia, rare finds, and more, all under one roof. With over 150 vendor tables, there's something for serious collectors, casual fans, and the whole family. Show hours are Saturday, June 27, 9:30 to 5, and Sunday, June 28, 10 to 4. For tickets and info, visit lacardexpo.com. That's lacardexpo.com. Don't miss the LA Card Expo, June 27th and 28th.
Right now, there's a real demand for experienced brick and block layers. You can earn up to $55.10 an hour, plus full family health care, vision, dental, a pension, and annual pay increases. Not just a job, that's a future. The work, projects you could drive by and say, yeah, I built that. Plus free safety training, a union that has your back, and contractors ready to invest in you. Now's the time to join the International Union of Bricklayers and Allied Craftsmen Local 4. Call the Hall at 626-739-5600 or visit BAC4CA.org. Become a part of the best hands in the business.
I'm David Ortiz. When I lost my mom, she was only 46. And I lost my dad to cancer. It was the worst pain I ever felt. It made me think, what will happen with the people I love when my time is up? That's why I have life insurance. Ethos makes it easy. It's all online, take about 10 minutes, and you can get up to $3 million in coverage.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/game. That's ethos.com/game. Paid testimonial. Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions required.
Less than 4 in 10 kids aged 6 through 12 are playing sports regularly. 4 in 10 kids? Let it sink in. Just 4 in 10 kids. ESPN is building a nationwide coalition powered by Disney called Take Back Sports, with the purpose of training more coaches, expanding access, and creating community-driven sports programming that puts kids and fun first. We're working on that story. We hope you'll join us.
Visit takebacksports.org to learn more.
The biggest show on the radio, Mason and Ireland.
They all pitch to Rojas.
Hey, this is Miguel Rojas from the Los Angeles Dodgers.
It's back! It's on its way! Out of here! Miguel Rojas!
You're listening to Mason and Ireland Show.
Mason and Ireland rolls on.
Summer of soccer is here, and Rock and Brews is your headquarters for every match. Call all the action on massive LED screens with game day food, drink specials, and unbeatable atmosphere. Bring your crew. Cheer on your favorite team at Rock and Brews. Visit rockandbrews.com for your nearest location. Again, 42nd anniversary of Purple Rain, the album dropping.
42. That's what you were saying,
I know,
too,
right?
I know.
What?
That's how old I am. Came out in 1983?
84.
84. Okay, I'm turning 43. Yeah, that makes sense.
Good
I don't know.
math, Greg.
Yeah, I'm
Good job.
not usually very good with the maths. So.
In addition to the math report, we are also going to do the Boys in Blue report with Greg Bergman.
Yes, sir.
Dodgers get themselves a series sweep in Minnesota. Last night, 4-3 win that was not easy. Not an easy win, but had a lot of interesting storylines in it. I think the one, Greg, people are paying attention to the most is the lack of same page between Shohei Ohtani and Dalton Rushing, particularly early in the game, really particularly the second inning.
Yeah, so this has been brewing for quite some time, just with Dalton Rushing in general. This is something that happens kind of a little bit more often than it should. Not so much with the actual between team and team, but he is a fire starter, right?
Yeah.
Like he does a lot of things that kind of annoy people. But it was always for Dalton Rushing, it was really as long as it doesn't affect the clubhouse, it doesn't affect the dugout, and this is one that is actually affecting them. So if you remember a couple weeks ago, there was when he slid way outside second base and he like went right through a player, and then Freddie Freeman had to go to second base a little bit later on and apologize for Dalton Rushing.
Yeah.
Now this is happening between him and Shohei, and if you look at Shohei's numbers with Dalton Rushing back there versus when Will Smith back there, it's night and day. So with Will Smith as his catcher, he has like a .7 something ERA, and with Dalton Rushing back there, it's over 4. So it's just a really bad situation. They're not on the same page. They haven't been on the same page through their 3 starts. And this one just boiled over because Shohei wanted him to challenge multiple pitches, and he actually told him no on a pitch, which probably not the best move if you're Dalton Rushing.
Interesting. Like I think that's probably why he's really good at baseball too. Is this sort of cockiness attitude or whatever it is? Like that's why he's a great hitter. He's
Dalton?
Such a good hitter. He's such a good hitter. He's sort of forced them to find places to get him in the lineup.
Yeah,
like he's had to. He's a catcher, and they have one of the best catchers in baseball. But they play him at DH. They put him in the lineup wherever they can just to get his bat into the lineup, and that takes a bit of swagger. But you also have to know your role. You got to know your place
and your situation.
And your situation.
And it's different when you have that swagger as a hitter going against a pitcher, and
or when you're just an established player. Like Dalton Rushing is still establishing himself in the league. He's not a proven commodity yet. One of the things that I do think, though, the timing of this is interesting in a good way for the Dodgers in the sense that while Will Smith is out, they have no choice but to keep playing Rushing.
Absolutely.
So he has the ability right now and the luxury to work through this stuff. It's stuff that he's going to need to work through one way or the other if he's going to reach the potential the Dodgers think he has. I also like, though, that he said not even that he was mad necessarily afterwards, that he was embarrassed.
That's good.
I liked a lot of that stuff that he said afterwards. I liked that he was accountable. He said that it was his fault and that, he was embarrassed that it went through this way. He was embarrassed about everything. It wasn't just the interactions between Shohei. It was his offensive performance, too, that he went over 3 over 4,
that
3
he
strikeouts.
needed Freddie
and
Freeman and Dave Roberts and everybody consoling him.
That one I kind of felt a little bit different about, though, that part of it. I'm embarrassed that I had to have somebody come and sit down and talk to me. I'm a grown man. I shouldn't be Well, sometimes you need that. Sometimes you need to have somebody to go to lean on and to talk to get through these kind of things. But it just what bothers me is that Freddie Freeman had to go sit down and talk to him. The skills, the mind and skills coach had to go sit down to him.
I love that there's a mind and skills coach.
They have a coach for everything. that Dave Roberts had to use one of his magical hugs and put his arm around him to like console him. That's a bad situation for him because that means that now you're causing problems for the entire dugout. You're trying for the clubhouse.
Also, baseball is so precious. Like literally,
yeah.
Look, I know, there's certain things that when you play the game, I've been on the other side where somebody does a slide and tries to take out our shortstop, and I'm mad. Like I'm getting up and I'm like that's like a fighting gesture.
Have
like,
you ever had to be separated?
No, but we were close. Like we were all really. There was a girl at UCLA who took out our shortstop one year, and we all got up out of the dugout. We were like, whoa, like we were like, you can't do that, and
then you all just stood there, and then everybody ran out there, and nobody did anything.
And then but we all kind of were like, well, the girl who tried to take her out was actually their shortstop. Okay, so then we were like, well, if we go in, like you see how this stuff starts. Like there's just these little fronts. Like if I go into second, I'm gonna slide harder. I'm gonna, this tit for tat thing that happens in baseball, this retribution and these unwritten rules. And it's kind of amazing to me that like somebody could be this level of baseball player and not know that and need a talking to.
Yeah, I mean,
like you don't like that's why you should be embarrassed. Like you should already know.
Yeah, he should already know, but at the same time, like. He has this sense of self, which I understand you have to be.
Yeah.
To be a catcher in this league, to be the voice of reason.
That's right.
That's why catchers are always coaches. They end up being managers all over the place because they have to know the game the best. They know the strikes on the best. They see everything on the field. It's important.
They have to be a psychologist for pitchers.
Right. They have to do all the things. So
I mean, it's Crash Davis. It's Bull Durham.
Right,
I mean, it's
right.
literally like this whole. Yeah, he's the archetype of the catcher.
Right. But what he's doing right now, but he's starting to upset the clubhouse. And I think that's because he's also the type of guy that when he's upset, it doesn't matter what happened in the game.
That's a problem.
They won last night, but he's sitting here sulking because he had a bad outing because he went 0 for 4 with 3 strikeouts, and he got into it with Shohei. If it was just the Shohei thing, I'd be more okay with it. But it's because of the offensive performance, too.
Also, like, I mean, it probably takes a lot to get Shohei mad at you.
Shohei's the nicest person in the world. What is Shohei is just somebody that like he hits a foul ball and he apologizes.
I know,
like
literally,
literally apologizes.
I know.
Who's the team that he hates? Is it the Giants or the Padres?
The Padres. And it wasn't even the Padres.
It's because they don't play the game with respect.
He hated the former manager. I can't remember who it was last year. It was Schilt. Mike
Schilt.
Yeah. He didn't like Mike Schilt. That was the only person on that
wow,
team.
You must really be bad if Shohei feels this way.
That's the only one.
Yeah.
And besides that, he's like, Manny Machado, you're fine. Fernandez, fine.
Yeah.
But everybody else, so if he doesn't like somebody and you're having a problem, I would venture to guess if Will Smith is not back by his next start, it's going to be Chucky Robinson behind the plate and not Dalton Rushing. That would be my guess.
Yeah.
They're not on the same page.
Yeah.
He's not calling the right because what happened after the second inning, he called his own pitches the rest of the way.
Otani did it himself. I actually hope though that if Will Smith is not back, they put Rushing behind the plate again because I want to see how he reacts to the exact same situation.
I don't know, but now you're putting it on Shohei.
No. You're actually putting it on Rushing.
Yeah, but then Shohei pays the price for it.
Exactly.
But here's the thing, though. Big picture for Shohei, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, it does.
I don't think it does, actually.
No, people do this to me sometimes, too. Like, you can adjust. We're going to give you this person. You're like, you teach them. And I'm like, ugh.
Well, here's the thing, though. I don't think Otani will ultimately have to adjust because by the time the next start comes around, Will Smith will likely be back.
So
and then you don't have to deal with this.
Maybe.
Okay.
He's not going to come back until they're back home, and that's even if he's ready to come back because he's having this neck problem that is not going away.
I know.
That's a separate issue in and of itself. I feel like if the organization still believes in Rushing at all, and at some point, by the way, they're going to have to either find a role for him or move him because he's going to start getting into his prime as a touted prospect who's largely a backup that you can't find a way to put on the field.
Well, that's going to happen sooner rather than later.
Right.
I mean, they've moved every other catcher that they've ever had.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
But I just feel like if they believe in Rushing at all, or at the very least, if they want to try to showcase him and show, hey, he has the ability to move past this stuff, other team that may be interested in him, I think it would be good to give him another chance with Otani.
I think he just needs to watch Bull Durham.
I think Bull Durham is just your go-to for everything.
It is. There's so many lines in there. So many lines.
Him and Otani
the
should
stitches
sit
on
down.
the baseball. I know you like that one. Yeah.
They should sit down together.
Play this game with mixed fear and arrogance, kid.
So I hear your point about putting him back. I think that Shohei is somebody that he's going to get what he wants. Like, think about it like Kershaw. Kershaw, it didn't matter. Will Smith was back there.
Oh, my God.
He's like,
he kept A.J. Ellis on the team for another 3 years.
Ellis. I want A.J. Ellis. I want Austin Barnes. I have my own specific catcher. And I think that's the way that if he will be like, nope, we're going to go with
Chucky Robinson.
Me and Chucky.
The personal catcher?
Valet catcher.
I mean, until Will Smith comes back, absolutely.
Yeah.
Because Will Smith is the personal catcher. And not even a personal catcher. He's just the catcher. So I just can't see the two of them working out right now. And then maybe they'll squash it and they'll figure it out. And he is behind the plate. But I don't know. The way that they are and what you see from the numbers themselves while he's back there, it just tells me that he wants somebody else.
I got to tell you, in high school, I was a catcher. Okay, I just played everywhere. I played shortstop, outfield, whatever. But I was a catcher sometimes. And I had a pitcher that, like, I would call things and then she would just throw whatever she wanted anyway. I don't think she had control, but like I would call the game and then sometimes, and I had to adjust. And it was like the worst thing that somebody can do is shake you. Like when you're the catcher and the pitcher shakes you off, like that's such disrespect. Like if it happens once, you're like, well, okay, I'll listen to you. But if it happens like all game long to the point where like they're calling their own pitches, your relationship is done.
Yeah, that's why he said
that's really heavy.
That's what he said afterwards. He said it was a tough pill to swallow, him calling his own pitches.
It is. Every single pitch is like an affront to your pride.
Well, if
it's as a catcher,
but he needs it.
I know clearly.
I was going to say, if Rushing reacts to this correctly, like once he really has time to decompress, and it's today, whatever, but he thinks about why as opposed to being mad about it. Okay, why did Ohtani start calling his own game? Like if he reacts that way, then it can be something that he really learns from. And again, this is like the most spotlight Rushing has had specifically in a while, and it's for all the wrong reasons. And like you said, Greg, it's been kind of building to this point. So it may be something of a crossroads for Rushing.
It
where
is.
It's like,
that is. I'm just telling you, as somebody who's played catcher, that's like I think emasculating. It's the worst thing that a pitcher can do to you.
I think you're absolutely right. But this is something that is. He does enough things where it was always, okay, it's like, oh, hey, when you have that person you hate on your team, you always want that guy. You want the Dylan Brooks on your team because he's, for you, that's great.
Feisty.
And he's going to piss off everybody else. But when you start pissing off the locker room, that's when it starts to get bad. And
as a catcher, you just can't. It's hard to come back from that.
It is, and it's hard to come back from when it's the best player in the history of the sport that's doing it too. So, like that's not even hyperbole.
I mean, I will say
that's the weird part about it.
It does take a certain amount of like just in a vacuum. Just thinking about this in a vacuum. To have the huevos to say, you know what, Shohei, I want to go in a different direction here.
Like no, don't challenge that pitch.
Shohei, I got this. All right, relax, buddy.
Yeah.
Like there is something about that is in a vacuum, very specifically, kind of cool if totally misplaced.
Yeah, misplaced is the right way to go there.
I wouldn't recommend it, but
you've got to realize, like totem pole here. Like there's a spot that you're on.
Yeah, right now he's under the totem pole. He's under.
So
he's
hopefully
underground.
he fixes it. But that was a bad look for Dalton Rushing yesterday.
Yeah, it was. Greg Bergman,
thank you.
Boys in Blue Report. Is there a sponsorship? Anything?
There is, but it's in the other room. So from Hard Rock Casino to home.
I like that place. You got that hat on.
I loved it. I did a show there. What was it?
Me too.
Last
I
week?
loved it too.
It's the easiest drive from downtown.
It really is.
It was fantastic.
I was there. I was home in 45 minutes.
Is that where the Sunday happened?
That's the Sunday Cup.
Yeah. She went around. She was holding it, running around. It was great.
I had a really fun time there. The people are super nice.
Super nice.
It was. I had a really good time.
Like, cause I used to drive down to some of the casinos in LA. I don't want to say which ones, but I think it's way easier to get to Hone. It's like. You don't have to sit in any traffic, straight shot. Plus, it's really nice and new there. You don't feel like grimy.
It is super new and it's expanding.
Like it's got that new casino smell.
Yeah, the new casino smell is a good smell. Yeah,
yeah. It's. I'm going to refrain from making the joke that I was going to, but it is awesome. Greg Bergman, thank you. Icebreakers coming up next. Andy Kamenetsky, Ramona Shelburne in for the guys. 710 ESPN.
You never know what you're going to get when you wake up with Sedano and Cap.
Lionel Messi.
Yeah, you call him Lionel. He's not Lionel Richie.
Whatever. I just call him Messi. Do you think he's having a little birthday party with like a little cake today?
Well,
little guy.
You should bring him to the East Central. Sit him up on the hand one day. Little Lionel Messi. Lionel Richie.
Lionel Messi.
Right. A duet.
It's the morning show with Sedano and Cap. Weekdays starting at 7 a.m. on ESPN LA.
Morongo giving away 3 Corvette Stingrays? Finally, a sporty 2-seater for me and my ego. Now your top reasons to visit Morongo.
Fireworks the 26th. Performers, bonus giveaways, and carnival games. June 26th through 28th. The fun continues July 3rd through 5th.
Number 2.
Rev up for the Stingray giveaway. Be here June 28th for 3 chances to win.
And the number 1 reason.
Don't pay high prices for gas. Morongo's Travel Center prices are the lowest price gas around.
Good times.
You know, we talk a lot about winning culture in sports, but Mike, you've built that same thing here at Rotolo Chevrolet.
That's exactly right, Travis. For me, it's simple. Take care of your people and they'll take care of the customer.
And it shows. I mean, award-winning dealership, huge reputation across SoCal, and that doesn't happen by accident.
I'm a big believer in no shortcuts. We believe in doing the right thing every time. When your team feels trusted, they step up.
Sounds like a championship mindset to me.
That's the goal. Build a team that wins for our customers every single day.
Skechers elite athlete OG Anunoby has been making history on the basketball court.
Anunoby tips it in. Unbelievable. What a shot.
He's been balling out in Skechers high-performance basketball sneakers, and the world is noticed. But how does OG train off the court to keep in peak physical condition? Hands-free Skechers Slip-ins Aeroburst. They help prepare OG for the physical demands of playing at a championship level. Get your pair of Aeroburst for only $165 at a Skechers store, Skechers.com, or wherever high-performance running shoes are sold.
If Twisted Tea Hard Iced Tea was your best friend, it would be the kind of friend that starts an impromptu dance party in the supermarket aisle that turns into an all-day pool party rager at your place, and you don't even own a pool. Twisted Tea Hard Iced Tea turns any day into a legendary adventure. It's smooth and refreshing real iced tea with just the right kick of alcohol. Twisted Tea Hard Iced Tea. Keep it twisted.
Twisted Tea Brewing Company, Cincinnati, Ohio. Please drink responsibly.
Oh, it's Icebreakers time. Oh, right. That's right. The big voice guy.
Listen to Mason and Ireland. Weekdays noon to 3 on ESPN LA.
Exactly right. Time for Icebreakers on Mason and Ireland. Icebreakers made possible by Blue Ice Vodka. Your fit-friendly vodka. With no sugar added, 64 calories an ounce, and keto-friendly. Let's do it. Icebreakers. Presented by Blue Ice Vodka on Mason and Ireland. Take it away, producer Emily.
Time for a little Icebreakers, and it better not be as convoluted and ridiculous an Icebreakers as you
Tell
read
Momo
from
what happened yesterday. Tell Momo what happened yesterday.
Let me hear.
Emily, the final answer, she gave Bunchy the Icebreakers for yesterday. The ultimate answer was Bruce Wayne.
Okay.
But she offered a birth date for Bruce Wayne.
Oh, come on.
That can't possibly line up because there's been like 5, 6, 10 different.
I'm worth trillions of dollars.
Right, and worth trillions of dollars, but also 1972. How are you going to land on Bruce Wayne from that? Because Bruce Wayne, the first incarnation was like in the 1920s or whatever. Then we went to Google, the AI overview offered like 6 different potential birth dates of Bruce Wayne because, you know, there's alternate universes, reboots. None of them were 1972. So I don't remember. It was who won?
That was me.
Okay, BC won.
Batman.
And I'm not trying to take away anything from BC, but I feel like this one might have to go to the league office for review. This was a very controversial one.
Emily with the Icebreakers is like, I think have I gotten one? I don't know that I've ever gotten one.
Before.
You win because you know stuff like this.
I am a fountain of useless information.
You know stuff like this.
Yes.
I'm like, I don't know. What day is it? No, seriously, what day is it?
Where are my boots?
Is it Thursday? Yeah. I don't know. All right, what do you got? Go, Bunchy.
All right.
Let's see.
Let's go.
Let's go.
It's not a fictitious character today. It's a real
Thank
person.
God. Okay.
For 20 points, and we have double points today because it's the end of the month. For 20 points, I was born in 1969 in Rye, New York. Dave Grohl and I were born on the same day.
Okay, hold on. Okay. Got it.
Okay. Anyone?
No. Go
Okay.
ahead. Keep going.
For 18 points, I have a very popular podcast, and I have hosted SNL.
Okay.
Which could be anyone. Let's see. For 16 points, my father-in-law is Paul Anka.
Oh,
which I think you guys are going to get right now. I think you guys are in the right area. Any guesses so far?
Keep going. Keep going.
Let's see. I began my career on Little House on the Prairie, then on Silver Spoons.
Oh, okay.
Oh, Silver Spoons.
I can picture
I
the
know
guy.
it. Hey, Andy,
go.
Jason Bateman.
You got it. See,
I was thinking Kirk Cameron. I still got that wrong.
What did I say, Brian?
Did say somebody will get it pretty early. Yeah, he was. He played a bratty friend of little Ricky Schroeder on Silver Spoons, and I remember he was towards the tail end of Little House on the Prairie.
And the next clue I would have had would involve Hogan's family, which you guys would have got right away.
The Hogan family, and obviously Smartless is a super popular podcast.
Is he in Ozark? Is that his?
Yes.
Yeah,
That's another clue too.
Yeah, I would have got there.
Arrested Development.
I would have probably got it on Ozark.
Another clue I had was I'm a huge celebrity fan of the Dodgers, but I was seen courtside at MSG for the NBA Finals.
I wouldn't have got that.
Okay.
Yeah, he's a massive Dodger fan. He's at Dodger games all the time.
I don't get any of these.
I love Jason Bateman.
I'm terrible at this game.
Big fan of him. So, Austin Reaves, 4 years, $185 million. It's going to have a player option in the fourth year.
Interessante.
We're learning more details
All
about
of this is very interesting.
About how
Dan Wakey got him on the record yesterday.
I know. There was the picture on Instagram from his girlfriend of Austin on the golf course, lying on his back, just in
thank God
relief, exhaustion, all that stuff. Per ESPN, apparently the Lakers' first offer was at $30 million a year.
Okay.
Obviously, Team Reaves countered it much higher. Yeah. But also, there were a lot of whispers, and I actually find them credible based on some other things we've seen happen around the league, that there were teams interested in Austin Reaves that would have been willing to try to manipulate their salary cap situation, like the Pistons.
Well, that was the big suitor.
Yeah, and I believe it. I absolutely
we
believe
all, okay, let me just 10,000 foot this. Dan Wojcicki had a story for The Athletic. He quoted Austin Reaves as saying how stressful this last week was. Teams have been able to negotiate with their own free agents this week.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Just going to pause right there. Theoretically, he shouldn't have been able to talk to anybody else yet. But let's just, rules.
There's a lot of back channeling that goes on. We're all adults. We can say this.
All this stuff. Okay.
Oh, really quick, by the way, Icebreakers, it was sponsored by Blue Ice Vodka, the finest vodka source from Idaho potatoes. Check out Blue Ice's commemorative bottle celebrating USA's 250th birthday and the Blue Ice 25th anniversary red, white, and blue themed, featuring the 250th logo inside the label, currently available in stores for the straight expression in both 750 milliliters and 1.75 liters. Blue Ice Vodka, because taste is everything. Continue.
Okay. So all of us had looked at the Austin Reaves situation and said, okay, the teams with cap space, Brooklyn and Chicago, probably don't need him. And then they just used up all their cap space when they did a trade. They did the Julius Randle trade. Chicago took back Nick Claxton, and then Brooklyn took Julius Randle. So they didn't have cap space. So kind of, if you're the Lakers, you're like, theoretically, you should only be negotiating against the teams with cap space. However, in the NBA, you can do a sign and trade. Or a team could clear out space to make an offer to a player. And it was very clear that the Detroit Pistons were coming hard for Austin Reaves. I think that would have been a really nice fit.
I was going to say, it makes a lot. They
so perfect.
They had been a team actually well before now. I had been earmarking as a potential suitor for Reaves because they need more playmaking and scoring creation. They've got enough defense there that you can put around Austin.
Yeah, and the Lakers, they could have. There could have been a trade to be worked out there, too. They could have traded Isaiah Stewart. They ended up trading him to Memphis. That was $15 million a year, right?
That could be part of the Tyler Hero sweepstakes now.
Yeah, it could have. Yeah. There's also New Orleans that has a couple guys that people want, Trey Murphy III, et cetera. So it was interesting that I think the most famous example of a team that didn't have cap space being able to sign a player with non-existent cap space doing some convoluted sign-and trade was Miami when they got Jimmy Butler. Miami didn't have cap space, but they were able to offer him a max by doing this really complicated sign and trade thing that was this bit of salary cap wizardry. That's why the Heat of the Heat. They pull things like that off. I think Detroit had something like that going. But then you saw Detroit make that trade for Isaiah Stewart, and you're like, oh, okay. They're probably not getting Reaves. Like that's now, let's back up though. None of this was supposed to be happening yet. Like the Lakers should have been able to negotiate with their own free agent without any outside interference. Let's just Let's just pause. So them starting an offer at 30, I know people do this in baseball too. Like, think of the Laker guys now in the Dodger vein and in a baseball vein. This is like arbitration. Mm-hmm. People's feelings get hurt in arbitration. They go, "Oh, how could you offer me this low an offer, $30 million a year?" It's a negotiation. Yeah. And if you're the Lakers and you're looking around going, "We're the only team with cap space who should be able to talk to you right now," then that's where you start your offer.
Well, and also too, they've had a relationship with Austin for a long time, and because Austin's their own free agent, and they've had the ability to talk with him this entire time, like months ago, leading up to where we are now. Even if they started the offer low, that's standard, but I think they felt confident enough because we have a good relationship with Austin and his reps and whatever. We can come out with this offer without anybody feeling personally offended by it, actually offended. It's always a risk.
It's starting to seem like there might be, I don't know, he's happy to be back, et cetera. But like this is a very similar thing to arbitration where the team, they literally go to a judge, like an arbitrator, and they make a case for why you're not worth that much. I mean, that hurts. That hurts people's feelings. But I think if we just look at the recent example of the Knicks and say Jalen Brunson should call this much less, and if the Lakers want to keep the team they had together, which by the way wasn't good enough this year to beat Oklahoma City, even to keep that team together, it's every dollar you pay Austin is something you don't have to give to Rui, or you don't have to give to somebody else. They might lose Rui. That's
possible.
It's very possible. He has a market, and I don't know how far the Lakers are willing to go. I know that I think they'd like him back, but let's just see what somebody else will offer him. There's some interesting wrinkles there. Now, I will say this: Jalen Brunson took less after he had already signed a really lucrative deal. You don't take less on your first big contract. You take less on your second or third big contract.
Well, and he also too, he took less for very specific reasons. It was like the experience. He put a lot of that money towards the experience. That
and he had trust that they were actually going to deliver on some players that were going to be worth him taking less.
Yeah, he wanted.
And also, he's worth like way more now because he's won a championship in New York. He's like the king of New York,
and he's not hurting for like. He's a guy that A, has earned generational wealth, but B, didn't come from a situation where he has to support his family or anything like that. Like his dad played in the NBA. Like he is arriving from a place of stability where I'm not going to say the money doesn't matter. Like the money always matters.
Yeah.
But you can put it aside for specific reasons. And again, he's paying for an experience. Like he wanted to do this with his dad, with his close friends. That's how you get a team to overpay for Mikal Bridges. Like potentially, it's like, look, I do for you, you do for me.
Yeah,
they have a championship.
Yeah, although I mean, I still go back to like they might have overpaid him on the first contract, so
they may have.
It all comes out in the wash, and like most of the time, you say everybody always, the players, I want to retire here. I'm so happy here. It's not about the money, it's always about the money.
Yeah,
it's always about the money.
It's maybe not only always about the money, but the money will always matter.
But it's mostly about the money. It really is. Like, it always comes down to, like, every last dollar.
The money is never not a thing. All right. 877-710-ESPN Sports Graffiti coming up next. If you want to weigh in on anything, Lakers, Dodgers, Momo's boots, whatever you want to talk about, 877-710-ESPN Sports Graffiti, 710-ESPN.
The home of USC football, and now the home of The Rich Eisen Show. Weekdays 9 a.m. to noon, KSPN Los Angeles, a Good Karma Brands radio station.
How are you? It's Dr. Robert Clapper. Guess what? The Weekend Warriors Show is back Saturday morning at 7 a.m. on ESPN LA, thanks to Cedars-Sinai. Cedars-Sinai is a global leader in orthopedics, offering a range of solutions in all orthopedic subspecialties to get you back to doing the things you love. Don't miss the Weekend Warriors Show with me, Dr. Clapper, Saturday mornings at 7 a.m. on 710 ESPN and the all-new ESPN LA app.
Hey guys, it's Cap. Is there any better match than soccer and pizza? Our friends at Pizza Hut have 2 winning deals all summer long. Need a quick carryout before kickoff? Grab a large 1-topping pizza for just $9.99. Want more toppings or delivery? Get a large 3-topping pizza for only $12.99, available for delivery or carryout. So whether you're watching every minute or just tuning in for the big moments, Pizza Hut is the winning move this summer of soccer. Order today on the Pizza Hut app or go to pizzahut.com.
The summer deals are sizzling at Northridge and Wonders Toyota. It's Bethel Duran, and you can drive the same car that I got. A 2026 Camry Hybrid for just $359 a month for 36 months plus tax. That's $359 for a brand new Camry Hybrid? Come on now, it's got to be Northridge and Wonders Toyota.
Lease based on 2026 Camry Hybrid model 2561 with total SRP of $39,279. Lease and purchase amount of $21,964. $29.99 due at signing includes first month's payment and $750 acquisition fee. Security deposit may be required on approved credit. Tax, title, license are extra. Excludes dealer doc fee of $80. Offer ends 6/30/2026.
Hey guys, it's Sedano. Next time you're at my home away from home, LAX, look up. You'll see the future of travel in action. It's the all-electric Skylink train. It's now testing, and trust me, this is a game changer. What does it take to build a champion? It takes round-the-clock preparation. And soon, Skylink will connect you to the airport terminals, the new rental car center, and LA Metro. From practice to prime time, the LAX Skylink. Fast, free, and built for LA. In testing now to help you skip the traffic later.
Getting pulled over for a DUI can be life-altering. Un momento, you're driving to your casa. Next thing you know, un grande problema. Right, Angelica?
Sí, Cappy, and the clock is ticking with solamente 10 días to respond.
10 days is not a lot.
Cappy, the Fix My DUI program helps people move forward after a DUI with support and guidance every step of the way.
If this happens to one of our listeners or someone that they know, what should they do?
No espere y háblanos hoy or visit fixmydui.org.
That's fixmydui.org.
DeMarco and Travis have taken over Afternoon Drive.
Hydration.
Gotta hydrate yourself. Look at DeAndre with his whole bottle.
Best hydrator at this station, DeAndre Hall.
Oh, for sure.
Weekdays starting at 3 p.m.
There's a bunch of people here that always carry like the water jugs.
Well, who's the number one hydrator if it's not DeAndre?
Honestly, I think it's Funchy.
Hell no.
Wow.
I think it's fun.
I don't think I have ever heard DeAndre more offended by anything.
Woo, the hood came out in you. Oh, my God. Hell no. Man, we're talking about the same Michael Funches if you go into 7-Eleven now and have sushi and tuna sandwiches.
Just because he eats like a trash can doesn't mean he don't hydrate.
You know, she might be right.
Afternoons with DeMarco and Travis starting at 3 p.m. on 710 ESPN. The all-new ESPN LA app and live on YouTube.
And it is 1 o'clock in the Southland on the biggest show on the radio, Mason and Ireland. And you know it's time for Sports Graffiti on Mason and Ireland. This is where you call in and talk to the fellas.
877-710-ESPN.
That's right, that number is back. It's not a mistake. Big voice guy, do it one more time.
877-710-ESPN.
You get to talk to Mason and Ireland during Sports Graffiti, and we know everybody loves Mason and Ireland.
Rick Vega, I'm the reigning champ of the Mason Ireland Poker Invitational.
Gregory Mendez, Port Hueneme, California.
Why do you love Mason Ireland?
Well, I love them because they're there every day for me. They're consistently giving out some funny takes, being goofy, and to be honest, we need it in a time like this, so I love it.
Let's do it. Sports Graffiti time. Take it away, Mace.
That was such a nice intro. Like, they're there for me every day, and yet they're not here for you today. No. It's Momo and Andy.
No, they are not. By the way, Vic Vega, that guy that they interviewed, and I believe I was there. I believe that was at Rock and Brews a few months ago.
Okay.
I always laugh at that because Vic Vega was Michael Madsen's character's name in Reservoir Dogs.
Oh.
And Vincent Vega was Pulp Fiction, John Travolta's character's name. There had been talk for a while that there was going to be a Vega Brothers movie made by Quentin Tarantino and like sort of like a Vegaverse.
This would fall into the category of random stuff that Andy knows.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
okay.
Again, I am a fountain of useless
Just think about
information.
like what part of your brain that information is taking up that could have been used for something else.
I have no regrets. All right, Sports Graffiti.
All right.
Let's begin with Solomon Lake Balboa. What's up, Solomon? Going once, Solomon.
It's your time to shine.
Come on, Solomon.
Nope.
All right, moving on. Terry in Bakersfield. You're on Sports Graffiti. What's up?
Hey, I want to talk about our wonderful draft pick, the Lakers, but I want to say, Momo, I still don't know how you ate that whole Sunday.
Were you
I
there?
attempted it myself. Yeah, I was there,
Okay.
and I saw you do the baseball home run around the base, and even gave you a high five, but it doesn't seem possible, but I watched you do it. So
I
it
did the
definitely
spoon flip.
happened.
You know,
Incredible.
It
you
looked,
did the spoon flip, the back flip.
it looked more daunting than it was. I think there was one brownie in there, and there were 2 scoops of ice cream, and the rest was mostly whipped cream. It wasn't that bad.
They gave us at Tajon, the Hard Rock, the breakfast nachos.
Okay.
Which was basically, what was it? It was like 4 scoops of ice cream, some whipped cream, and
that's for breakfast?
No, well, there was also, I forgot the name of it. There's a proper name for it. It's the tortilla chips and the cinnamon. I should know this. My wife makes
I know
buñuelos.
yeah.
It was like chopped up buñuelos.
Yes.
And as the nacho chips, it was pretty damn good.
That's more like, that's not breakfast. That's more like dessert nachos.
Yeah, that's what they're called. I'm sorry. Dessert nachos.
See, like this is the part of your brain that
I know.
Reservoir Dogs Vega movie thing could have been filling.
Again, still no regrets.
Yeah, okay.
David in Sylmar. You're on Sports Graffiti. What's up, David?
Yes, sir. Hey, what's up, guys? So I want to talk about Aaron Donald. Now, I know people are going to look at me like I'm crazy, but like Adam Schefter reported that momentum's picking up. I just want to throw a pitch out to AD. Hey, AD, in the great words of Kobe Bryant, job's not finished. I know you checked off a lot off your list. Almost everything is checked off, but you have not played alongside a premier defensive player like Myles Garrett. Yes, he played with Von Miller, but he wasn't in his prime, technically, I don't believe. Myles Garrett's attracting double teams. How are they going to double team you and Myles Garrett? They cannot do it. You're going to have an open pass to that quarterback all game long. Run it back, AD. Let's go.
That's a great pitch. I think that's a solid line of reasoning that would appeal to somebody like Aaron, but I got a better one. This is like Jordan after he played baseball. Like Jordan took that little hiatus, went down to Birmingham, and he played baseball for a minute just to see if he could. And then he came back and won more titles and won the Last Dance. Like that was like # worth it.
Yeah. It's interesting though, because with football, it's such a different ask when you've been out for a while. And I know Aaron Donald keeps himself in incredible shape.
I know it's not the same though.
Right.
It's a good point.
It is not the same. It is very, very difficult. Chris in Palmdale, you're on Sports Graffiti.
Hey, what's going on? Momo.
How you doing?
Quick, Momo.
Yeah.
Good. I don't know if you remember me. You talked to my daughter maybe about 2 years ago, and I told you she was going to go play college football in the East Coast. So check this out. They made it all the way to the women's BCS in Tampa Bay. They lost, but they were an all-freshman team.
So cool.
So,
where'd he go?
That
was it?
He's gone.
That was it? Okay, but that was really cool. I sort of kind of remember this, but I would need a few more details. But that's awesome for your daughter. I'm sorry you're gone. We didn't get the rest of that story.
Walrus in Encino.
Yeah.
You're on Sports Graffiti. My dude, what's up, Walrus?
What's up, Big K? What's up, Momo? Funch, BC. Momo, I empathize. I broke my ankle 10 years ago, and that winter I went to New York in a boot. That was not fun.
The
Also,
sidewalk
fun
is so
fact,
uneven. It's like not easy to balance. You know?
Oh, it was such a struggle. It was such a struggle. And also, fun fact, my school principal is from Rye, New York, like Jason Bateman.
Okay.
Calling in because I'm glad you brought the name up, Rui Hachimura. I really hope they retain Rui. I really do. I have felt for the last 3 years that he is someone whose potential just has not been actualized. He showed in these playoffs how capable he is in big moments. The all-time three-point percentage leader in playoff history. They need to find a way to bring back Rui Hachimura because I genuinely believe moving past this upcoming season, he could be a potential number 3 with Luka and Austin. I hope they bring him back. You all have a great day.
Thanks, Walrus. Yeah, it's going to be really interesting to see what happens with Rui because his cap hold is one that they're likely going to have to renounce. He's actually extension eligible. Like, he's been extension eligible
I know, for a while.
For this entire time. He is a playoff riser in terms of, like, his lane. Like, the thing that he is supposed to be really good at. He has been a proven playoff riser. I also know, because I hear from Laker fans all the time, if Rui ends up walking or the Lakers aren't willing to really pay to keep him, they're going to look at that situation and then look at Austin's contract more sideways.
Yeah.
Because a lot of Laker fans see Austin as a guy who does not show up in the playoffs. And whether it's fair or not to put those two contracts or situations side by side, I'm just telling you it's going to happen.
I don't think we have enough of a sample size to say Austin doesn't show up in the playoffs. Like the series against Minnesota, I think is fair, but this year, I don't think whatever he was able to do in that Oklahoma City series after he came back from the oblique injury, like much faster than people expected.
Yeah.
By the way,
no, he worked his ass off.
I don't think I would put anything on Austin from this year. The Minnesota series, yeah, but I think the issue with Rui to me is just about what other teams are willing to pay him. I know it should come down to how you value somebody, et cetera, but does he have a market elsewhere? I know there's other teams that are interested in him, but what can they give him?
Yeah.
And so, like most things in this life, it's just a leverage game.
Yeah, it'll be really interesting to see if there's any other team that can afford to pay him more than mid-level.
Yeah.
And maybe the Lakers can go a few mil or so above the top over that. I think they're going to have to be flexible with the idea of paying a guy that maybe ends up on the higher end for a bench player, like in terms of the salary. But Rui has done really well in the playoffs, and that's what really matters. Norm in Santa Barbara. You're on Sports Graffiti. What's up, Norm?
Hey, good afternoon, guys. I want to talk a little WNBA.
Let's do it.
They went down right with Alyssa Thomas.
Oh, yeah, I saw this yesterday.
She got suspended. Yeah, that funny picture that's hovering around the internet right now. My big question, honestly, is whether the WNBA is betting on the wrong horse in Caitlin Clark, right? The established talent, right? The
Who your other? What's wrong with their phones? Is it everybody's reception today?
Everybody's dropping today.
Okay, I got. I can respond to that. I know what he's saying. I know where he's going with that. I still think it's. Look, Caitlin hasn't had that good of a year this year. She was hurt most of last year, so it's fair to say, should they be like hyping Paige Becker? Should they be hyping some of the other young talent in this game that's also super exciting and marketable? But let's just not forget how important Caitlin Clark was to the growth of the WNBA. I think she was the rising tide that lifted all boats. I think as soon as she gets herself in order physically and mentally and does Caitlin Clark things again, she's going to be right back in the spot of conversation. I would like to make it more of a basketball conversation. So much of what Caitlin Clark's value in the W or discussion about her in the W has been about, does the W value her? How do people react to her? There's a racial component to it. I mean, it's just...
She's become an avatar for a lot of things, none of which have to do with basketball.
Correct. And like the reason why she became popular in the first place was basketball. So the sooner we can make this a basketball conversation about Caitlin, then I think it's better for everyone involved. And I do think the league needs to protect her. I think anytime you see a photo like that where Alyssa Thomas' fist is like literally on her face or her neck or something, that's not a great look. You and I know that when you take photos of high speed action, sometimes things look weird. I don't know exactly what Alyssa Thomas was doing. You can't always ascertain intent by a still shot of a action moment. But Caitlin's really gotten beat up a lot. That's what teams do to her. That's what they. I
mean, look.
That's what you do to a really good point guard.
I was going to say it's what teams often do to superstars
that they can't stop.
Right. We see this all the time in the NBA.
Yeah.
Like this is very common. Like they need to suspend. To me, they need to suspend Thomas, and they did. Not to protect Caitlin Clark.
Yes,
they need to suspend her because it's a suspendable act.
Yeah.
Like she should be suspended for that.
Yeah, and it's certainly not the first one. And I think that when you don't do it the first, second, or third time, it makes it easier for people to do it the fourth, fifth, sixth time.
And
that's what's been happening.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fred in Boyle Heights, you're on Sports Graffiti. What's up, Fred?
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Hello, Momo. My competitor for karaoke. Hi, Andy. I met you at Commerce. Hey, French.
Was that at the Mandy's? Was that the one where I was a little toasty?
No, the one that I want to make a karaoke show, but they haven't done it yet.
Okay.
Okay. And just the vibe of the World Cup, man, it's alive. And also, USA can win their third game for the first time, and we'll be watching at Commerce Casino, all right?
So is USA going to sit all their starters today? You think because they've already clinched the group stage. They've already advanced. They've won the group. So we got Turkey A today. By the way, I'm going to call them Turkey. I'm just not going with this new pronunciation. Like, it's Turkey. We all grew up with it being Turkey, right?
Yeah.
Why are we all going out of our way to add this E at the end?
Reminder, by the way, that we're going to be talking with Mario Ruiz, the station's foremost expert on soccer, all things World Cup at 1:30, and also ESPN LA's Summer of Soccer coming to Pico Rivera this Saturday. Watch matches with us all day at the World Spirit Festival on Historic Whittier Boulevard, ESPLA will be on site.
By the way, Germany, Ecuador, 1-1 right now.
I know.
Yeah.
Germany came out of the gate hot.
Hey,
They scored really
both goals
fast.
are under 10 minutes in a game, too.
Yeah.
They're going to be on site, ESPN LA, from 12 to 7 with giveaways, great food, entertainment, family activities, and soccer fans from across the community. Follow at PR_WSF for details. Got 2 do-overs coming up. Solomon and Lake Balboa. We're going to try again. What's up, Solomon?
Hey, guys, can you hear me now?
Yeah, we got you.
Hello?
Yep.
Yay. Okay, yeah, I was talking before, but you didn't hear me. Anyway, here's the problem with the Lakers. It hasn't been brought up. I mean, everybody knows it's the elephant in the room. They need a center. My question to you is, Walker Kessler, okay, or Mitchell Robinson, who do you prefer? Who's better for the Lakers? Who are you willing to give up? Because you know there's going to be a package for either one of those. And you're going to have to part with possibly Rui Hachimura or Carr or any of those players. So who do you want, who the Lakers need, what's the least damaging and the most helpful to the Lakers moving forward?
So did Walker Kessler sign?
No.
I think I saw.
Oh, did he?
No, I don't know. Maybe
I have not. I have not seen anything about him agreeing. Mitchell Robinson's not going to require a trade. He's going to be a free agent, and the Knicks have already talked about not going into the second apron. So that's just going to be.
I think you can cross that one off. I'll just tell you that.
Okay, well, regardless, though, that's not going to be a trade. And also, Mitchell Robinson, he's a backup. He is not a starting center for a team that wants to go on a deep run. Walker Kessler, assuming he has not agreed to anything.
Let me look it up.
That's going to be a matter of how much are you willing to overpay to make Utah blink. Like, you're going to have to put out a big offer. So the particularly the Utah Jazz, run by the Angels, don't match that. Like, you're gonna have to put out an offer that is more than you're comfortable with if you want to get Walker Kessler, who is more of a starting center than Mitchell Robinson, although it should be noted, never been in the playoffs.
I just think like restricted free agency is really hard, and the only way you get a restricted free agent is usually by overpaying, either in a sign and trade, because you're sort of. That's how you don't get your money tied up. You work it out with the other team and you give up an asset, which is then theoretically an overpay, or you pay them way too much money. And that has consequences down the line. Of the 3 options, like if I was going to try to go if it wasn't restricted free agency, I would just do everything I can to get Jalen Durant. That's the best fit. I would give him a max. It's probably an overpay, but I would do that. I don't think the Lakers have anything Detroit wants in a sign and trade. Detroit
other than Austin, and that ain't going to happen.
Correct. So it's a weird thing with that one. I don't know that paying him the max really waves Detroit off. Although let's see what Detroit does. They have a few more moves I think they're working on. But Walker Kessler would be a great fit in LA. I think their current offer is like 24-ish a year in Utah. He's looking for more like 35 a year. It's a lot for a guy who's been injured. My understanding is his shoulder's fine. He probably could have played last year, but they
Tankapalooza.
Yeah, and also you have a shoulder that keeps popping out. You just got to get the surgery, get it fixed. Like otherwise, it's just going to keep happening. So it's a lot, but that I don't know that you can get him. I think Utah will match. I think they have the money to do it. They want to put him next to. I know they're overpaying in their front court. Like they have a lot of front court money tied up. They have Lauri Markkanen at and Jaren Jackson Jr. That's just like $100 million worth of forward already.
Well, I will
but
say
Walker Kessler's a center.
Right. I will say this too, and then we're going to break after this. Might take another call on the other side of Sports Graffiti, but if I would have felt much more optimistic as a Laker fan about the possibility of getting Walker Kessler if the Jazz had not drafted Darren Peterson, a guard. If, say, they had drafted Cam Boozer, then it really starts turning into you've got too many front court guys. I would personally look to move Markkanen before I would look to get off Walker Kessler. But regardless, the fact that they took Peterson instead, I think, bodes poorly, or at least more poorly, for the Lakers if your hopes are to get Walker Kessler.
Yeah. And and also, like, do you want to give up draft capital? Would you rather do, like, we pay him a lot of money and give up some draft picks? I don't know.
Yeah. Again,
a lot.
Like you said, RFAs, it's often an overpay. Coming up, we're going to take one more call on the other side. and talk about a few new Lakers, including one that may become a fan favorite even if he does absolutely nothing. That's next, 710 ESPN.
Mornings in LA start with Sedano and Cap.
And I got stung by a bee in the palm of my hand. Oh, yeah, that's fun.
Weekdays starting at 7 a.m. on ESPN LA.
Let me tell you now, my right hand is like blown up, and my left hand's like totally normal, but my right hand is so swollen and in so much pain.
This is
And I'm
amazing.
Scratching everything so much, like I'm bleeding.
Well,
I'm scratching
did you
so
take
much.
Benadryl?
No.
Why not? Why? I'm sure there's something in your emergency kit.
Oh, yeah, no, I looked in the medical emergency.
Did he spit? Did you spit on it? Why did you spit on it?
I did, but it didn't work. Between the car and the massive injury that I'm now dealing with.
Wow. You're only in your mid-50s, and you already sound like an old Hebraic brother in his 70s. Like, look at what happened to me all weekend.
Look what happened. Look at this. I got stung by a bee. Look at this hand.
The Morning Show with Sedano and Cap. Weekdays starting at 7 a.m. on ESPN Los Angeles.
Mike, you've been around a lot of teams, and what you've built at Rotolo Chevrolet, it just feels different.
Travis, I appreciate that. It all starts with believing in our people. If you empower them, they'll do right by the customer.
And that's where the culture comes from.
Exactly. We don't just sell cars. We focus on giving customers what they want and making it a great experience.
That's why people like me keep coming back. I've been here 3 times.
That's the win for us. I get to keep seeing you. Long-term relationships, not just transactions.
Rotolo Chevrolet, #1 for a reason.
Red Card penalty. Score big flavor with Lava Grill's new Red Card combo for a limited time. A mini sweet and spicy chicken ball, chili crisp dumplings, and a refreshing penalty punch for a beverage with mango popping boba. An all-star lineup for just $9.99 only at Lava Grill.
This summer's biggest football watch party experience is happening at Mercado Gonzalez in Costa Mesa. Catch every Mexico and USA match live, surrounded by non-stop game day energy, passionate fans, drink specials, surprise giveaways, grab fire asada tacos, slow braised quesadilla, fresh ceviches, warm churros, and more while you cheer on your team with the entire Mercado. Mercado Gonzalez, your soccer fan paradise this summer. Join us every Mexico and USA match at Mercado Gonzalez in Costa Mesa, where every match tastes better.
4th of July weekend checklist. Sunscreen? Check. Snacks? Check. Road trip playlist? Check. Now, when's the last time you checked your oil? Before you hit the road, head to Valvoline Instant Oil Change for a fast 15-minute stay-in-your-car oil change, and no appointment is ever needed. Plus, they'll check your fluids, battery, wipers, and more, so you can worry less about your car and focus more on the weekend ahead. Visit SoCalOilChange.com for a special offer and your nearest location. Valvoline Instant Oil Change. Quick, easy, and road trip approved.
The biggest show on the radio.
Mason, Ireland, you guys are clowns.
Screw you, Josh.
Damn.
Mason and Ireland on 710.
Mason and Ireland are clowns. That's going to be a drop for a long time. Why not?
Back to the guys.
Purple Rain adjacent. The Time. Little Jungle Love. Little Ice Cream Castles. Great album. My daughter's been listening to this since she was like 5 years old. Oh.
Is this age appropriate?
I don't care. I don't care if it's age appropriate.
Wow.
Although it was actually funny. I remember
I think I've heard the lyrics to this.
my daughter actually, I got her because I'm an incredible
I mean, it
father.
definitely could be like a kid song, but if
Well,
you listen to the lyrics, it's not.
Here's the thing. In the beginning, it opens with the monkey sound. Like the, ooh,
Oh, yeah.
ah.
Oh,
so
yeah.
to a little kid, that is appealing.
I know. I did that. I did this with the. Go ahead. Go do your thing. I'll tell you.
I was going to say, because I exposed her to all this when she was very young, because I'm an incredible father. The first Prince song that she loved is this obscure one called La La La, He He He. And part of the, actually throughout the entire song, it has a dog barking in it.
Oh, my God.
It's kind of like Prince's version of Atomic Dog.
Right, okay.
And she used to call it the puppy song. And she would want the puppy song played over and over and over on a loop. Because, you know, little kids want to hear the same song over and over. But yeah, this was Morris Day, The Time. Awesome, awesome album. Now, you were going to say? Miss New York Times crossword puzzle clue. I just learned this today. You know what?
So, like yesterday, I was 46 down in the New York Times crossword puzzle. It was a very fun little surprise. The clue was it was a 6-letter.
Where's the big deal drop?
I mean, I am kind of a big deal. This is like the mama I made it, Mo. Like, this is
really?
like,
I
I don't even know who wrote the puzzle. So this wasn't like somebody who's my friend who like was doing me a solid. Like, I don't even know who did that.
Big deal.
I would be so excited if I were you. Like, genuinely,
Yeah.
that is incredible.
It's pretty cool, right?
Oh, it's amazing.
I was very like, oh wow, that's. I mean, my brother Marshall is like an avid crossword puzzle guy. So apparently the online version came out at 9 p.m. like at midnight Eastern, and then people started sending it to him because he's like in that space. He's in the trivia crossword puzzle world. Like people know things like that. And somebody sent it to him, and I was like, what are you talking about? Like, and somebody on LinkedIn I've never like they were like, hey, congrats on the New York Times puzzle, and I was like, what? I don't know what you're talking. And then yesterday, all my text messages were like friends who do the puzzle and realized that I was the clue was sports writer Shelburne, and it was a 6-letter clue.
That is,
and so it was my first name, and I was like, that's so cool. That like,
I would be so incredibly stoked.
Yeah.
That is,
and like, so then my thing is, how do you come up with the humble brag like post on Instagram or Facebook or something, right? Because it's clearly like, I definitely want everyone to know. I definitely think it's really cool. I'm very excited about it. I mean, you're allowed to be like excited, right?
Yes.
And you can't just be like, oh, I don't know. You know, you can't act like, you just have to lean into the humble brag. You have to just be like, hey, I'm going to humble brag right now.
Dude, this is a legit.
Yeah.
This is a legit.
I'm in
honor.
the zeitgeist. Yeah.
You should.
Right?
You should be excited about it.
Also, like, so many people do the puzzle. Like, it's amazing to me, like, how many people do the puzzle every day.
Yeah. I only wish.
I know a lot of people do Wordle.
My only wish, and then we got to get to Chris in Palmdale. My only wish is that you hadn't known this and you had organically discovered the clue yourself as you were
that
doing.
would have been way better.
That would have been probably a little too overwhelming, but still would have been awesome.
Yeah. So I did put up like that kind of a post. You know, I was like, I put it on Facebook and Instagram and Threads. I did not tweet it. Because I don't like what X would do to me if I did that.
You absolutely should let people know. Chris in Palmdale, you are on Extended Sports Graffiti. What's up, Chris?
Thanks for taking my call back, guys. I appreciate it. So, yeah, Momo, so I had spoke to you a couple years ago when she got recruited to go play in the East Coast. She plays, Billy Wagner play college baseball, but she's playing flag football. She made it all the way to the women's BCS in Tampa Bay.
Oh, cool.
They lost, but they're an all-freshman team. She had 3 interceptions, 2 sacks. You know, she did her damn thing. And if you guys can shout her out, her name is Danny Lynn Bonilla. That would be amazing.
What position she plays?
You know, I'm
she a
all
quarterback?
about. She plays safety. She plays safety and receiver.
Okay, love it. Way to go, Danny Lynn.
Thank you, guys.
That's awesome.
All right, real quick, Momo.
Yeah.
Momo, be ready for Justin Jefferson coming to the Raiders. You heard it here.
Oh.
Watch, it's gonna happen.
Okay.
Love
Do you have
guys.
inside intel?
AK, it's finally great. I'm sorry, what was that?
Do you have some intel? That's what it sounds like.
So from what I heard.
Oh, I love this. This is like me as an insider. You have to come up with these phrases. From what I understand, you know? Yeah.
The Raiders are working on trading 2 first-round draft picks.
Whoa.
2 first-round draft picks to get him because him and Justin Jefferson and Kirk Cole have a great relationship.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, and then
you bring that
they
in.
have an unsettled quarterback situation there.
That would be pretty amazing for the Raiders. That would be
It would be very Raiders to do something like that, yeah.
It would be. It would be pretty fantastic. All right. Shifting to a different football, we're going to move to football. And Mario Ruiz is going to join us, talk a little World Cup. The U.S., they are playing Turkey. The real ones call it Turkey, as Momo said.
Seriously, come on.
And we're going to talk about that.
They may get mad at me if I'm not just going with this new pronunciation.
To the best of my knowledge, no. But we can even ask Mario if it's okay to call him Turkey. That's coming up next, 710 ESPN.
It's DeMarco Farr and Travis Rogers for your afternoon drive.
But I've never heard a guy describe a martini like Travis describes a martini.
He gets so excited.
It's more than that. It's like
I love it.
He says, I love the sound that the glass makes when they put it in front of me and they put it down. When they put the martini glass down in front of him, he loves that sound.
But what's the sound?
DeMarco and Travis have taken over Afternoon Drive. Weekdays starting at 3 p.m. on 710 ESPN.
Hyundai gives you America's best warranty on every new vehicle. It includes a 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain limited warranty, plus 24/7 roadside assistance. That's peace of mind from Hyundai. And these days, that's priceless.
Right now, for a limited time, lease a Hyundai Elantra for $199 a month or get $2,000 bonus cash. See your SoCal Hyundai dealer. Hurry, offers end July 6th. Call 714-568-7676 for details.
If you run a small business, you know that opportunities and emergencies don't wait. So don't let big banks hold your business hostage with weeks of endless red tape and paperwork. Turn to Cardiff. Cardiff is America's favorite small business lender with a 5-minute application that won't impact your personal credit. You get approved in minutes and funded the same day for up to $500,000. If you've been operating for at least a year with $20,000 a month in revenue, skip the bank delays. Go to Cardiff/ESPNLA right now to secure your funding. That's cardiff.co/ESPNLA.
When pain keeps you from doing what you love, Hoag Orthopedic Institute gets you back to you. We are ranked number 18 in the nation and number 1 in Orange County for orthopedic and spine care by U.S. News & World Report. From the surf to the green, our world-class doctors are there, which is why more Californians choose Hoag Orthopedic Institute for orthopedic and spine care more than any other hospital. At Hoag Orthopedic Institute, there is no one better at getting you back to you. Proudly founded by premier physicians in partnership with Hoag. Learn more at HoagOrthopedicInstitute.com.
Progressive presents the Passionate Sports Fan Checklist. Signed jersey of your favorite bench warmer? Check. 14 bobbleheads that look nothing like the players they're emulating? Check. Twin TVs so you can watch the game on 2 different networks simultaneously? Check. Life-size wall sticker of your favorite player that routinely freaks you out at night? Check. A second life-size wall sticker so after the first one freaks you out, you see the second and you're like, oh right, the wall stickers. Check and mate. Bundle your renters and auto insurance with Progressive and save on protection for the things on your checklist. Get a quote at Progressive.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company affiliates and third-party insurers not available in all states or situations covered subject to policy terms.
When's the last time payroll was the easy part of your week? With Gusto, it can be. Gusto is the all-in-one platform designed to take the hassle out of managing your team, from payroll and compliance to hiring, onboarding, and more. With Gusto, you can get back 2 full days each month with all the time you have saved. Go to gusto.com today and learn why over 500,000 small businesses choose Gusto. That's Gusto.com. Gusto.com.
Mason and Ireland on LA's mega sports station.
Oh my, am I really on Mason and Ireland show?
Yes.
This is a great moment. Hey.
Right now, more of Mason and Ireland on 710.
Mason and Ireland, Andy Kamenetsky, Ramona Shelburne in for the guys. It is, and we are celebrating today, the 42nd anniversary of the Purple Rain album dropping. When Doves Cry, I know it's been mentioned before, but I'll say it again. The unique part of this song, no bass line.
I would not have gone there with that.
There's no bass line to When Doves Cry.
Okay.
There's no bass part.
I don't even know what that means, Billy.
Like, you know what a bass guitar is, correct?
Yes.
Most songs have a bass guitar.
Okay.
There is no bass guitar line in this song at all.
Okay.
It's very
Why does
unique.
it need one?
Well, ultimately,
Most
Prince
all
decided.
songs do.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's very standard. You know, it helps everybody sort of stay in rhythm. It adds a certain element to the sound. Prince ultimately decided, I don't want a bass line for this. And only
Okay.
Prince would do something like that. And only Mario Ruiz knows the game of soccer, LAFC, World Cup, all of it, as well as he does. So that's why we're reaching out ahead of today's Team USA taking on Turkey. I believe that's, 7 p.m. tonight, Mario?
6 p.m. 6 p.m. And I know we see some Purple Rain, too. I don't only know soccer. I know some Purple Rain as well.
Okay, maybe we'll mix in questions about both. But all right, so it's USA's already advanced to the next round. With that in mind, what are the level of stakes for this game, or what do you think the U.S. can take away from this game?
So if I'm Mauricio Pochettino, I'm not playing any of the starters here that have any yellow cards or anybody that has any kind of knock like Christian Pulisic.
Yep.
I know Pulisic has been back at training. He's good to go. He's 100%. That's a good sign. But I know there's also a chance of maybe picking up another knock or maybe another yellow card. And I also know that there's a chance to make history here in this game tonight if they do pick up their 3rd straight win in a single World Cup for the first time ever. But still, the next match is what I think everybody should prioritize. July 1st in Santa Clara, California, the knockout stage, the round of 32. That's the one that everybody needs to focus on. That's the one the players, the coaches, everybody has to prioritize. It's win or go home in that one. And in case of a tie, they will go to penalties. And if you're the favorite, which the U.S. will be the favorite in that round of 32 at home, you don't want to go to PKs. You don't want to leave it up to PKs because that's not fair. It's a coin toss in PK. So you want to handle your business in the 90 minutes and advance any way possible. So, yeah, there's history to be made tonight, but also you want to arrive at that next game on July 1st, the knockout game at 100%.
Mario, do we know who the U.S. is in line to play in that game yet? Like, what are the options?
Not yet. There's a few options out there, but it's still a little bit too early to tell. We got to see some more results later on today and probably tomorrow before we find out who the U.S. Mexico is going to play. We know that Canada is going to play South Africa.
Okay.
Canada, they had a chance to clinch home field advantage yesterday. If they would have just either had a draw or a win against Switzerland yesterday, they dropped that match. They lost that match. So now they lose home field advantage. Canada has to come to Inglewood, SoFi Stadium, and they have to play against South Africa on the road, which is a big difference. Home field advantage is so huge. You've seen it with the U.S. men's national team. You've seen it with Mexico. Estadio Azteca is a fortress for Mexico. Mexico is tough to beat there. That's going to be
also an elevation.
Mexico is going to be tough to play against them. Yeah, the elevation as well, Momo, for sure.
Can we talk Mexico too? They've been rolling so far.
El Tri.
Yeah, El Tri is rolling. I mean, this is the best they've ever looked, I think. This is the best I've ever seen them in my lifetime. Wow. I mean, 3 dominant, comfortable wins in the World Cup group stage. They're just waiting for that next game at Estadio Azteca, like I just talked about, a huge home field advantage. So they're rolling right now. What a moment yesterday to see Memo Ochoa, though, get in there for the last, 10, 15 minutes of that match and get that curtain call because he's a legend. We have a tortoise at our house, and my son named that tortoise Memo. So that tortoise name is after Memo Ochoa, and so that's how big he is to Mexicans and Mexican families all around.
Yeah, I was actually saying, Mario, last week I was doing destination for LA Sports, and it was the day of Mexico-South Korea, and I have to drive through Koreatown to get to the studio. I was concerned that I was not going to get to the studio on time. It normally takes me about 20 minutes. It took 45 minutes at least because you've got a high population of Mexican and Mexican-American Angelinos in Koreatown, plus obviously a lot of Korean and Korean Americans there. It was an absolute circus. There was a watch party set up.
I saw video of that.
Wow.
Yeah, that was awesome. It was crazy. It was like it was like a parade, a marathon all mixed into one. It was amazing. And both of those fan bases, the Mexicans and the Koreans, have love for each other.
Yes, they do.
It made it that bigger of a match, and Mexicans, they love Sun Heung-min because what Sun Heung-min did a few years back in a couple World Cups ago, where he actually scored a goal in his match that helped Mexico get through to the next round. So, there's love between those two, Mexico and South Korea.
Talking with Mario Ruiz. He covers all things LAFC, has the station's LAFC podcast. He is our go-to World Cup expert. Yeah, I was asking Mike Trudell, who also knows quite a bit about soccer as well. Like, in LA, and he said the bracket doesn't really break this way, like it would be very difficult for this to happen, but if Team USA ended up against Mexico,
oh my gosh,
the vibe in LA, like obviously there would be people in LA supporting Team USA, but it would really end up largely a Team Mexico fan base, and just the city would be absolutely electric.
I think in the past, historically, traditionally, I think yes, like any home game here for the U.S. men's national team when they play against Mexico, it's actually a home game for El Tri for Mexico. But right now with the energy, the vibe, and just like the support that the U.S. men's national team is getting, I think it can be 50-50 maybe at a game here in L.A. between USA and Mexico because everybody's just hopping on board. So you got like so many casual fans that are like, wow, U.S. is playing really, really well. I'm going to jump on board and support, see how far they can take this ride. So I think it'd be very interesting to see right now at this moment, what would the crowd be like at, let's say, SoFi Stadium if Mexico and U.S. played against each other? That's a great question. I don't know.
How do you? What's a good litmus test for separating the real U.S. men's national team fans and the casuals or the bandwagons? Is it like, how do you pronounce Balong? How do you say his name? Balogun or Balagun? Everybody says Balagun. I'm like, I don't think that's
Balogun?
really how you say it.
Yeah, Balogun is how they say it here. I know he's from Germany. He has a few different.
But he's
backgrounds,
Nigerian.
so
I think you say Balongun. I think that's what you're supposed to say.
Okay, yeah. Okay, yeah, but nobody says it that way here in America. Not even the experts that follow soccer. Nobody says it that way. Even Pulisic. I mean, there's different ways to say it.
I had to look that one up, Mario. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, of course. I mean, throughout the years, there's been people saying Pulisic. So as long as you know the guy, as long as you're supporting the guy, that's all that really matters. They could care less how you say their name.
Oh, okay. So they're cool like that? They're fine with the bandwagon fans?
So, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, Mario, it's all good for me, too.
Talking with Mario Ruiz, the host of ESPN LA's LAFC podcast, also the host of Road to the World Cup with our Dave Denholm. We were talking about this a couple days ago, and we wanted you to weigh in on this. We were trying to come up with a comp, like a sports comp, for the Ronaldo-Messi rivalry.
Oh, dude, it's Curry and LeBron.
Okay, Curry and LeBron could be what we thought. Magic and Bird, like, it's got to be something where you've got two all-time greats who are up against each other, as opposed to like the Jordan LeBron when they never went up against each other. Is that correct, Mario?
I can see the Curry LeBron, but then I think it's more like Magic versus Bird, because Curry and LeBron are buddies, right? Like, they're friends. They're friendly off the court.
Yeah.
But Magic versus Bird was more like, we respect each other, but we're not going to be friends. You know what I mean?
Okay, so Ronaldo and Messi, they're like that?
Board.
So they don't get along?
I think it's Magic versus Bird. Yeah, because they came up together at the same time.
Yeah.
They were in their prime at the same time. They played against each other many times. Ultimate respect for each other, but that doesn't mean that they're friendly. They're not ever friendly. They've been in the same room as each other, but they're kind of just like standoffish.
Okay.
Now, not that they hate each other, but they're not going to be best friends, and they're not going to be in the same commercials. They're not going to be going on vacation like the guys from the NBA and even soccer players nowadays. They do that. They're all friends, especially with social media. That makes them even closer and closer. But I think they do have that respect, and they just keep their distance, but they're not like, they don't hate each other. Let's put it that way.
Okay, because the reason
I'm
I
still
thought
hoping for that.
The reason I thought it was like Curry and LeBron is just because they're old and they're still playing and they're good, but also very different stylistically, right? Like Ronaldo is he's the ultimate striker. He's kind of the pretty boy, right? He's in all the commercials, and then Messi's obviously an incredible playmaker, scorer too, but he's a maestro out there, right?
Yeah, they are very different stylistically. You are correct about that. Like Ronaldo, he needs service, right? Where he needs somebody to cross it into him. He can't really go get the ball at midfield and dribble through everybody and score that way. So he needs service. So like in that first game, Ronaldo, when he didn't score any goals and, he didn't get any service, that was the reason why. But then in the second game, he got plenty of service. He was scoring left and right, could have had a hat trick there. And then where Messi, he can actually dribble the ball, and he can pass the ball, get it back, and from the midfield. So that's the difference between them two. But the fact that those two are still playing at a super high level makes them different than Steph and LeBron, because these guys are still playing like they could be like the player of the tournament. Like where I don't know if LeBron is really like the player of the the MVP of the season or MVP of the playoffs or whatever. But these guys could still do that, and they're about to supposedly be in their last hurrah here, last World Cup.
How far, Mario, do you think Team USA can go? Like we established, today's match isn't really going to affect their fortunes one way or the other, but moving onward, like how far do you think this team can go?
Look, I mean, Pochettino, he's done an amazing job with the U.S. men's national team. He's done an amazing job at getting them ready, peaking, at the right time. But I also think that, this game tonight is probably harder to coach than it's harder to manage than the first two games that they had. So that being said, I think they need to come in with a certain balance with the rhythm and the rest, and then the preparation and the preservation as well. You got to balance those two out so that they can be coming into those knockout stages with the proper rhythm, the proper flow. You got to be focused on round of 32. And if they show up in that round of 32 and play well, which I do expect they'll play well in that round of 32, against whoever they play, they will be the favorite. But will the rest and, that the whole rhythm thing of like not starting the starters in this match, will that affect them? Because it's like a week away from tonight. The next game is like a week away. So that's a long time. If you're like a Pulisic, if you're a starter, that McKinney, one of these guys that are starting, that's a long time to be off and to be resting. And practice can't replicate a game like that. So they need to get some minutes. So we'll see how it goes. But I think they can go very, 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 very deep. I think a quarterfinal would be amazing. I think a semifinal would probably be exceeding expectations for me. But I think a quarterfinal run would be pretty amazing for the U.S. men's national team right now.
He is Mario Ruiz. He is the host of the station's LAFC podcast, also does Road to the World Cup, our World Cup show with Dave Denholm. He knows it all, man. Thank you very much.
Appreciate you guys. Anytime.
Also a reminder, the Summer of Soccer is here, and Rock and Brews is your headquarters for every match. Catch all the action on massive LED screens with game day food, drink specials, and an unbeatable atmosphere. Bring your crew, cheer on your favorite team at Rock and Brews. Visit rockandbrews.com for your rockandbrews.com for your nearest location. Mason and Ireland, Andy Kamenetsky, Ramona Shelburne in for the guys, 710 ESPN.
ESPN LA may sound one way on AM.
But you know where it sounds best?
You guessed it, crystal clear digital audio.
Crystal clear digital audio on the all-new ESPN LA app.
Just search ESPN LA wherever you get your apps.
And you can always watch LA's mega sports station live or on demand on our YouTube channel at ESPN Los Angeles.
Are you ready to make a difference for the environment while helping the visually impaired at the same time? Then donate your vehicle to Heritage for the Blind today by calling 1-800-983-6530. Every donated vehicle will either be properly recycled in an eco-friendly manner or given a new life through reuse. Donating your vehicle is easy. Simply call 1-800-983-6530 and Heritage for the Blind will do the rest. They'll even arrange for your vehicle to be picked up at no cost to you. And for a limited time, when you donate your car, you'll receive a $200 restaurant voucher and a 2-night, 3-day hotel stay at one of 50 locations. Call 1-800-983-6530 right now to schedule your vehicle donation and make a positive impact on the environment while helping others. Heritage for the Blind, where every car donation counts and every person makes a difference. Call 1-800-983-6530 now. This advertisement is paid for by Heritage for the Blind.
4th of July weekend checklist. Sunscreen? Check. Snacks? Check. Road trip playlist? Check. Now, when's the last time you checked your oil? Before you hit the road, head to Valvoline Instant Oil Change for a fast 15-minute stay-in-your-car oil change, and no appointment is ever needed. Plus, they'll check your fluids, battery, wipers, and more, so you can worry less about your car and focus more on the weekend ahead. Visit SoCalOilChange.com for a special offer and your nearest location. Valvoline Instant Oil Change. Quick, easy, and road trip approved.
Hey guys, it's Sedano. Next time you're at my home away from home, LAX, look up. You'll see the future of travel in action. It's the all-electric Skylink train. It's now testing, and trust me, this is a game changer. What does it take to build a champion? It takes round-the-clock preparation. And soon, Skylink will connect you to the airport terminals, the new rental car center, and LA Metro. From practice to prime time, the LAX Skylink. Fast, free, and built for LA. In testing now to help you skip the traffic later.
Hey, it's Rich Eisen for Pella Windows and Doors. Sometimes teams take a timeout to regroup and call the right play. When it comes to your home, Pella Windows and Doors always has the winning game plan. They're not just window and door experts. They're experts at taking care of you and your home. At Pella, they find the products that meet your needs and their experts install them. They do it every day, and that's why your neighbors trust them. Discover why Pella is a trusted choice for homeowners everywhere. Visit Pella.com/Eisen today. That's Pella.com/Eisen.
Hot damn! Twisted Tea Hard Iced Tea just got harder with Twisted Tea Extreme. The hard iced tea taste you know and love, but with an 8% kick of alcohol. Twisted Tea Extreme is made with real brewed tea, goes down smooth, and brings your daytime drinking to the next level. Just look for the bright yellow cans in the cooler and get ready to dial up the fun. Big flavor, extreme kick. Twisted Tea Extreme. Keep it twisted.
Visit T. Brewing Company, Cincinnati, Ohio. Please drink responsibly.
Steve Mason and John Ireland.
No, I am Captain Spicy.
You are not Captain Spicy.
I am Captain Spicy.
The OGs of LA Sports Radio.
Absolutely full of crap.
Okay, good. Okay. I like this.
Mason and Ireland rolls on.
Fun fact about Purple Rain. Again, found of useless knowledge.
Yeah, I know.
Prince wrote this specifically wanting to create like an anthem rock song, like an anthem ballad that, everyone takes their lighters out.
Yeah. Oh, it is.
And he specifically, I'm not going to say that he redid it or like remade the song because it's different enough, but he followed in a lot of ways the structure of the song Faithfully by Journey.
Oh.
And he actually reached out to the guys from Journey like, hey.
Steve Perry?
Yes, Steve Perry.
Not the Filipino guy, right?
No. The old school original Journey. And reached out to them about like, hey, are you good with this? Like, Prince, you can do whatever you want inspired by, like, we're flattered that you would ask. You don't need our permission. But this was sort of his version of Faithfully, but just better. Side note, when I used to wait tables at the Chin Chin in Brentwood, I once waited on Steve Perry.
Huh.
And
he was
a ridiculous high maintenance pain in the
I
ass.
knew it.
And I did not care.
Really?
Because I thought it was so, first of all, he remains very much, or at least remained, I don't know if he still is, this was a good 30 years ago, very much a man stuck in the 80s. Like when I waited on him, he was wearing like a powder blue tank top and like Jams style
What
shorts.
year was this?
This is probably about 1995, maybe. About 95. He requested, I'm not exaggerating, basically like a side ramekin of every sauce in the restaurant. Like his entire
That's awesome.
His entire table was basically like ramekins of sauce. It was almost like a rainbow of different sauces. He was super picky with his order. I remember he asked me if I could get the pot stickers steamed al dente. I'm like, that's not a thing.
Wait, so this is like a character trait. This is like it's like you ever watch Below Deck and there's like a guest on there. You're like, you're just acting out so you can get on TV. You're just acting like a jerk.
Well, I mean, he was doing this for an audience of one. It was me.
Wow.
And he was incredibly high maintenance with all of this. And I found it all hilarious because it was Steve Perry. It also fits to his VH1 documentary, the Behind the Music.
Yes.
Like it was established that he ultimately left Journey because he felt like the role in the band wasn't big enough for him. I'm like, who the hell else in the band is there but you?
Yeah.
And that was all confirmed by taking his order at Chin Chin.
Huh.
Well, they replaced his ass anyway, right?
Take that, Steve Perry. So, really quick before we get to fast track in about 5 minutes, the latest round of CBA negotiations going on between players and the owners, baseball trying to avoid a lockout. Baseball reading now a report from Jesse Rogers from ESPN. Major League Baseball wants a maximum contract length of 5 years for free agents who are switching teams. You could keep, though, your own players for up to 6 years with free agency. There's other provisions in there that I know are going to be battled back and forth. One that I found really interesting because it is a direct shot at or reaction to the Dodgers. The league is also proposing eliminated deferred contracts.
Oh. By the way, as they should have. Like, the Shohei contract is ridiculous, but it's allowed.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
so
it's legal.
They, if there's a loophole and you can exploit it, you just, probably should.
Right.
And the Dodgers have done that very well.
Right. And by the way, there's no way Ohtani's contract will not be nuked. It'll be grandfathered in. It'll be moving forward. You can't do that. What I found interesting about that, Momo, is in some of the earlier reports about the negotiations going back and forth, one of the things that supposedly the owners had agreed to was a larger revenue share of the TV money, which obviously is something that would dramatically affect the Dodgers.
Right.
And my original read on the time, because I remember a lot of people were like, why would the Dodgers agree to that? One of my original reads at the time was, this will be in exchange for continuing to allow deferred contracts.
Uh-huh.
And maybe that won't be the case, but then you wonder, okay, if are the Dodgers going to react by saying, okay, if you won't let us do this, we want to revisit the TV stuff. Like, there's only so much we're going to give.
I can tell you this. I think the Dodgers understand that some of the things that they've been able to do to build this team the way they have are probably not great for the game of baseball. I think they understand that. I think they're responsible partners. But until baseball changes the rules, the answer, and I think this is the correct read, is anybody else could have done this too.
Absolutely.
Anybody else could have done the deferred money contracts too. They just didn't want to, or they didn't think of it. So you can't look at the Dodgers like they're some evil empire when they're doing things that are allowed. And then once they did them, anybody else could have done them too.
Oh, I mean, we've seen Bobby Bonilla Day for like the last 20 years. We
Everybody
know there
knows.
are ways you can put this stuff on.
Yeah, so it's like it's not good for the game for this to be, such a wide open loophole. But okay, so if you can't beat them, join them. Do everybody? All these other owners, they're rich enough to do it.
Yeah,
just got to put money in an escrow account. Okay, Shohei's money is $70 million a year, right? They've got to fund. I think Mark Walter's got to put $46 million in an escrow account, so it'll be worth $70 million in 10 years. That's how compound interest works. Like that, everybody should have done that. Why didn't anybody else think of it?
Yeah, even if you think that, and I will totally admit, the Dodgers have certain advantages other teams don't have. That's inherent. That's the way the setup works. If you bought a team, if you are an owner, you know this. All these owners could spend more.
Yeah,
they choose.
They
not
just don't want to.
Right, and they often use the Dodgers, like the 800-pound gorilla, as their excuse to not spend the money they don't want to spend. Anyway.
The Yankees could do these deferred contracts. The Giants, there's really rich owners out there. There's other big markets.
They're all rich.
They're all rich. Yes, you have to be super rich to have a team now. Yeah. Like I understand Pittsburgh or Kansas City or whatever. Maybe they're not as rich as Mark. Nobody. I mean, he's real rich, rural rich.
Rural rich.
Right. But like they set the bar of like, here's the model, guys. Here. This is like having a really good accountant.
Right.
Once you have a really good accountant and you're not doing anything wrong.
I mean, they're doing this publicly.
I know they're not hiding it.
It's like an open book test. Yeah. We're giving you the answers. Do what we do.
Right. I don't know why people are mad.
Right. But it'll be.
I know what people are mad.
I'm just going to be really interested to see what ultimately ends up with this deferred payments and also the TV revenue share because. Again, this is not me asking around. I'm just connecting some dots. Mm-hmm. They feel related to me in terms of concessions specifically by the Dodgers. We'll see how that shakes out moving forward. Coming up next, a little fast track. Mason Ireland, Andy Kamenetsky, Ramona Shelburne, 710 ESPN.
It's time for your Valvoline Instant Oil Change Summer of Soccer Update. Here's Mario Ruiz.
The United States may have already secured its place in the round of 32, but tonight is a chance to make history. The U.S. men's national team takes on Turkey at 6 p.m. at SoFi Stadium, looking to win its third straight match in a World Cup group stage. The U.S. has never won more than 2 games in a single World Cup, so a victory tonight would put this squad in the record books. There will be plenty of motivation on the other side as well. The last time these two teams met was just 1 year ago when Turkey earned a 2-1 victory over the Americans. Regardless of tonight's result, the U.S. already knows its next destination, a round of 32 showdown on July 1st at 5 p.m. in Santa Clara, California, where the knockout stage officially begins.
And that's your Valvoline Instant Oil Change Summer of Soccer Update. Valvoline Instant Oil Change, home of the 15-minute drive-through oil change. From kickoff to the final whistle, performance matters. Keep your vehicle running strong. Visit SoCalOilChange.com for a special offer and locations near you.
The summer savings are heating up at George Chevrolet with great offers on the hottest Chevy models. It's Chris Morales. Right now, current eligible Chevy leases can upgrade to a new 2026 Chevrolet Equinox Active for just $349 a month plus tax for 36 months with $39.95 due at signing. Visit George Chevrolet off the 91 freeway at Lakewood exit in Bellflower or shop online at georgechevy.com. Chevrolet, together let's drive.
Equinox lease plus title, tax, license, registration, government fees, dealer.fee, updated $5. And electric filing or registration fee if applicable. Lease for well-qualified lessees on approved credit through GM Financial and may require trade-in assistance eligibility. Offer at 7/6/2026. Call 866-949-4805 for full details.
Red card penalty.
Score big with Waba Grill's new Red Card Combo for a limited time. A mini sweet and spicy chicken bowl, 3-piece chili crisp dumplings, and a side of what blaze sauce for that extra heat. Then kick it up a notch with our new Penalty Punch. a premium beverage loaded with sweet mango popping boba. It's a flavor finish that hits the back of the neck. Get the Red Card combo for $9.99. Only at Waba Grill.
This summer's biggest football watch party experience is happening at Mercado Gonzalez in Costa Mesa. Catch every Mexico and USA match live, surrounded by nonstop game day energy, passionate fans, drink specials, surprise giveaways, grab fire asada tacos, slow braised quesadilla, fresh ceviches, warm churros, and more while you cheer on your team with the entire Mercado. Mercado Gonzalez, your soccer fan paradise this summer. Join us every Mexico and USA match at Mercado Gonzalez in Costa Mesa, where every match tastes better.
Prizes, flyaways, even cash money. You want it? We've got it. Find a list of all contests and official rules by visiting ESPNLAcontests.com. That's ESPNLAcontests.com.
Did you know Children's Hospital Los Angeles treats more kids with cancer and blood diseases than anywhere else in the Western U.S.? With over 200 clinical trials and some of the highest survival rates in the country, the Cancer and Blood Disease Institute at CHLA is the #1 pediatric cancer program in California. When your child faces an opponent like cancer, trust the team that delivers in the clutch. To learn more, visit chla.org.
710 ESPN, your home for the 17-time world champion Lakers.
KSPN Los Angeles, a good karma brands radio station.
And it is 2 p.m. in the Southland on the biggest show on the radio, Mason in Ireland.
It is time for Fast Track.
Fast Track.
The return of Fast Track, driven by our friends at Cerritos Auto Square. Why do more people buy their car at Cerritos Auto Square than from any other location in Southern California? Easy. With 24 dealerships side by side, car shoppers can find the right car at the right price at the right location. Cerritos Auto Square. Learn more at CerritosAutoSquare.com.
Time for Fast Track.
Down low is 350 cube, 3 1/4 horsepower, 4-speed, 410 gears, 10 coats of competition orange, hand rubbed lacquer with a blue plain mat full race games.
Fast Track on Mason in Ireland.
Time for Fast Track. Take it away, Mace.
Zoom, Funchy.
Zoom. All right, guys. The Grizzlies drafted a BYU player named Richie Saunders. And do you know about Richie Saunders' story?
I do. Well, I know the most important part.
Okay, I don't know if I know.
Okay, his great-grandfather was the inventor of tater tots.
Whoa.
Apparently, in the 1950s, Saunders' great-grandfather, Francis Neppy Grigg, co-founded frozen foods company Ore-Ida. That they make French fry. Ore-Ida. Yes, whatever they call it. Whatever they call it. I see Ore-Ida.
Okay.
But anyway, they made that company, blah, 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 in the 1950s. And now the social media is finding out that Saunders from BYU is a
he's a potato
heir.
Heir. Yes.
Potato heir. So my question is on Fast Track.
Yeah, how are we going to make a question out of this one? Okay.
I'm going to tell you. I'm going to ask you.
Okay.
What is your favorite way to consume a potato?
Oh,
it could be a French fry, a tater tot. It could be a baked potato.
Gotta be a latke for me. Gotta be a latke.
Okay, go ahead.
Keeping it real within the tribe.
I make real good potato latkes. I do it from scratch. You know what a potato latke is?
Do I know what a potato latke is?
Listen, it's kind of like, let me tell you what a real one is. You know what one is. You're part of the tribe. Okay?
Yes.
You take potatoes, you grind them up, you put them through the food processor and stuff. You get them like hash brown consistency. You get like shreds. Mm-hmm. Then you dice some onions. You put the onions in there. You put an egg in there. You put flour in there. You put salt and pepper. You mix it all up and it's gooey. And then you fry it in a bunch of canola oil. It's so good.
Oh, the latkes.
Trader Joe makes a good latke.
Yeah, they're good. But they're a little. They're not potato forward. That's more like batter forward.
Mm-hmm. They're good in a pinch. They'll do.
Yeah, you got to doctor those up. Like you gotta fry them a little instead of just bake them.
You cannot bring them to a Seder. Like that's insulting to bring the Trader Joe's.
I've done it. Done it.
You insulted your Seder.
Well, listen, I make my own for my own Seder. However, when at Jacob's preschool, they're like, "Who wants to make the latkes?" I'm like, "I'm getting some Trader Joe's latkes." But what you do, you bake them. And then you put them in the air fryer and you crisp them up, all like make them all yummy.
That is
and
allowable.
then you kind of get a little like garlic and salt, smear, and doctor them up, and then they taste really good.
Yeah, that is acceptable for your Hanukkah, for your Seder, for your whatever.
Yeah.
But the Trader Joe's.
I mean, these are like 3-year-olds. They don't know the difference.
Yeah, well, the Trader Joe's are good for just everyday use. They're
yeah,
not
correct.
bad.
Like honestly, like I have some left over and I eat them all the time.
Oh, for like a breakfast or something? If
yeah.
you're on the go, they're fantastic.
Yeah.
Latka's pretty strong. I'm not going to lie.
Tater tots are awesome, though.
I didn't think of that one. I kind of wish I had, but my original was either I love just a good old garlic mash.
Oh,
garlic mashed potatoes
yes.
strong.
Oh.
But I ultimately went with potato skins, in part because you don't encounter them that often, so they almost feel like
they're mostly not done well.
If you get them well
That's what I'm
done,
saying. If you go to a good deli.
if you find a good place that can do a good potato skin, it's almost like finding an exotic food group, even though it is so unexotic.
Like a really good potato skin is really good.
Right? No, it's like spotting like a Yeti. It's very unlikely to see.
Okay, you know it's also a really good way to do a potato? Twice baked. You ever had
Twice
one of those?
baked are great.
So good.
But they got to be good.
Yep.
Like it's got to be like somebody who really knows
My
what they're doing.
mom is a great baker of twice baked. They're not easy to do, is my understanding.
Most people kind of just
screw it up.
Yeah, like overcook them.
Yeah.
BC, your favorite?
I would say specifically, I mean, Latka's a great choice.
Yeah.
That anytime. But the breakfast style hash browns.
Yeah.
Those are good.
Those are
Do you smother
are
'em?
really good.
Oh, yeah.
Oh wait, let's go Waffle House style. Smothered,
yeah,
covered, diced. Like what's your Waffle House order?
I've never actually been to Waffle House.
What?
Oh,
Yeah, that's one place I've never been.
Oh,
No
you need to
way.
I feel like I would enjoy it
I would
as
love
well.
it too.
go. You need to go, and you got to keep your head
Take
on
me
a
with you.
swivel because things can pop off at a Waffle House.
Do you guys like baked potatoes? All of you guys, baked potatoes?
Sometimes.
Sometimes I do. They
Okay.
can be too much.
Now-
That's why I like potato skins more.
Now, do you eat the whole potato? Do you eat the skin and
Hell
whatever's
yeah, I
inside?
eat the
Okay,
skin.
yes. I thought I was the only weird one that does that.
I eat it all. Yeah.
Okay.
Skin's the best part.
Okay, great. I thought I was the
Potato
only
skins.
weird one that does that.
But I feel like a baked potato is really just a vessel to have a bunch of sour cream and butter.
I know. I love that.
You know what I
Just
mean?
put it
It's
all
not
over
really
it.
about the potato.
I mean,
The
It's about
bacos.
and the bacon bits and
Yes.
the cheese and stuff.
But that's also what I think I like about potato skins is you
Yeah.
get a lot of the toppings without having to overdo it on the
Correct.
potatoes or work too much through an entire potato.
Okay, so Brian, wait, let's get back to the Waffle House thing. Do you know about the? Do you know what?
Yes, I know of the
Okay.
Waffle House.
And you know the whole like smothered, covered, diced, and all those
I
things.
feel like I've
and-
heard that before, yes.
Okay, all right. So you understand that?
Yeah.
Okay, this is a whole thing. We need to go.
Oh,
Let's-
I'm in.
We need to have a live. Where's the nearest Waffle
The
House?
nearest Waffle House is in Phoenix, Arizona, I
Yeah, I
believe.
go there in
That's
spring
probably
training.
why I've never been.
Road trip. Let's go.
My very eccentric uncle, when I was growing up, used to take sometimes me or my brother to the Waffle House like in the middle of the night. He would like wake up one of us
Yeah.
like 2 a.m, head over to the Waffle
Well, I
House.
heard that's the only good time to go.
Yeah, again, it's great, but you got to
Was
keep
he
your
going
head
to
on
meet
a
his
swivel.
bookie over there or something, man?
He was not looking to meet his bookie, but he was eccentric. You know what he used to do? This is back before like media credentials would be easily checked. He used to make fake media credentials for himself so he could go to Cardinals games. He would always say he was from the Springfield Gazette.
Wait, what's his name?
Larry. Uncle
yeah,
Larry.
that is kind of a name for a weird uncle.
Uncle Larry. I love him like a second
so
father.
great.
Eccentric as another story about Uncle Larry. I remember when my grandmother died and we were doing.
Is there a Springfield Gazette? Does that exist?
I don't know.
That was like a Simpsons.
There's
There's Springfield, Missouri. There is actually Springfield, Missouri.
There's a couple reporters in LA that fit this description too.
Yes. But he
They work for
he was-
papers
well,
or
he
have
wasn't a
credentials.
reporter.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, like, I look at the credential and I'm like, is that a real thing? Is
Well,
that a real paper?
no, but
I've
he-
never heard of that. Where do you
He
publish?
was not
Yeah.
only he was not only making up the credential. He was like a salesman. He never he was not a journalist.
He's just good with the laminator.
Oh no! I mean, he's great with laminate, and he was just a great talker, a great seller. Hence, he was a salesman. I remember when I think it was my grandmother, when she died, and we were doing the Shiva, like the Jewish equivalent of
Yeah.
the wake. There was some friend of my mother's at this thing to pay her
Uh-huh.
respects, and I guess she had never met my mom's brother-in-law.
Okay.
And Larry and I were talking, and this woman went up to us, and I had never met her. She had no idea who I was. She asked who we were, and Larry just said, Larry, and said, where are you from? Larry said, Denmark. And then, of course, I'm stuck here, and I have to play along with this Denmark backstory. Just out of
Sounds
nowhere.
like a
He
fun
said-
uncle right there.
Oh, he's great.
Oh, that's awesome.
Larry's awesome.
I got a fun uncle.
Yeah.
But I don't think he made things up like that. But my uncle
Larry-
Phil's pretty fun.
Larry kept you on your toes, kind of like the Waffle House.
All right, Brian, what do you got?
Fast track.
I got another draft story here with a couple ball knowers. I'm kind of interested to hear you guys' take on this. So the Clippers, with their 57th pick, took a 7-foot French center. The name is going to be hard to pronounce. I think it's Narcisse Noy.
Just dive right in.
Right.
You know, the best way to do it is Michael Thompson style. Like, Michael Thompson would be like, Narcisse Noy.
Right.
You just go for it. Just like when he tries to say Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Right.
He just goes for it. It's not even close. But
Interesting thing here is he didn't declare for the draft. He is an international player, and I guess he's already committed to Auburn and still will go play with Auburn next year.
Got it. Okay.
And this is like, I guess I read a stash and dash
Draft,
move.
no,
kind of thing,
draft and stash, yeah.
How common is this?
But not with college.
No, it's typically with
Foreign
overseas
players.
guys.
Yeah, like the Knicks this year. They were like, we don't have any room for a first rounder.
The Lakers traded their 56th pick that they bought into, I guess the guy that they wanted with it was off the board. They traded it to Dallas. Dallas took a Russian
this guy's
guard.
name was like hard.
Yeah.
There's no way.
Oh, I'm so grateful that now he's in Dallas and I don't have to learn how to say it.
I saw it and I was like, nope.
Oh, I mean, just the two
There's
way.
two V's, right? They were like, it's like
Lot of vowels
Yeah.
and V's.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, the two-way guy, one of the two-way guys the Lakers took, like A.K. Okereke. I was like,
yep,
oh my,
that's it. Sure.
that one's going to be the death of me. I'm never going to be able to figure that one out.
Just call me AK.
I am going to call him AK.
I mean, that's your
AK and AK.
my namesake.
Join Beto Duran tonight at Mercado Gonzalez in Costa Mesa as the United States takes on Turkey. Starting at 5 p.m., leading up to 7 p.m. kickoff. Enjoy drink specials, surprise giveaways, incredible food, and nonstop match day energy. Rock your team colors. Cheer with fellow fans all night long. Mercado Gonzalez, where every match tastes better. Coming up, more Fast Track, 710 ESPN.
It is Fast Track on Mason and Ireland on 710 ESPN, the all-new ESPN LA app, and always on YouTube at ESPN Los Angeles, driven by Cerritos Auto Square.
And it is time for Fast Track.
Fast track.
Why do more people buy their car at Cerritos Auto Square than from any other location in Southern California? Easy. With 24 dealerships side by side, car shoppers can find the right car at the right price at the right location. Cerritos Auto Square. Learn more at CerritosAutoSquare.com.
Time for Fast Track.
More Fast Track next.
You never know what you're going to get when you wake up with Sedano and Cap.
Yeah, he's still a face of the franchise. I can't believe you don't think he is, George. Not on the Lakers anymore. He has willingly given that thing up. Hell, he was trying to give it to Anthony Davis, for God's sake. It doesn't matter if you say you're going to give it up.
Tell him, Ev.
Okay, then get rid of him. Then get rid of him. If you believe LeBron is the face of the franchise, what you're implying is an indictment on Luka. Sure, I'm okay with that.
It's the morning show with Sedano and Cap. Weekdays starting at 7 a.m. on ESPN LA.
Hey, LA and OC, if you love great food and smart prices, you need to know about Wild Fork Foods. Hosting, grilling, you just want a great dinner? Start at Wild Fork Foods. Find your local SoCal store at wildforkfoods.com. Wild Fork, quality meat and seafood, low prices, largest variety in one store.
Oh yeah, injured in a crash? A slip and fall? Don't settle small, you've gotta make the call. He does the heavy lifting, he handles the fight. Big Tony steps in and makes it alright. No baloney, call Big Tony. He fights, he delivers, your victory is waiting. No fee till we win. He gets the compensating. No baloney, call Big Tony. 866-456-8669. BigTonyLaw.com. Attorney advertising prior results do not guarantee a similar outcome. Tony is attorney Tony Ward, primary office in Los Angeles, California.
DraftKings Sports is live in all 50 states. Yes, that means you, California. The whole world is watching one tournament right now. Group stage chaos, knockout drama, stoppage time heartbreak. The DraftKings Sports app is now live in California. So whether you're catching the early kickoff before work or the late match at the bar, you're in on every single minute, every match, every moment, all in one app. Right here in California, the world's biggest stage is in the palm of your hand. New DraftKings customers sign up with code LA710, spend $5 to get $200 in total rewards. That's code LA710 in partnership with DraftKings. The crown is yours. Event trading offered by DraftKings Predictions, a CFTC registered introducing broker. Trading involves risk of loss. Market availability varies. Eligibility restrictions apply. $50 every 7 days via click to claim, issued in non-withdrawable prediction dollars that expire in 1 year. Ends June 28th. Terms, dkng.co/predictions promo.
In a world
parched for excitement, one drink will emerge. Twisted Tea, the refreshing thrill ride of flavor. Recreating its classic role as the hard iced tea that goes down smooth. Twisted Tea doesn't just taste like real iced tea, it's made with real brewed tea and a 5% kick of alcohol. Taste the adventure with Twisted Tea Hard Iced Tea. Keep it twisted.
Twisted Tea Brewing Company, Cincinnati, Ohio. Please drink responsibly.
Empower. Katie got a VIP box for the postseason. She worked with Empower to help her get good at money so she can be a little bad. She planned well and was able to bring the whole family.
Who wants homemade egg salad sandwiches?
Even Beth.
Horseradish? Anyone? How about some tuna on rye?
Oh, strike 3, Beth. Invest well, live a little. Start today at empower.com.
This summer, the world's game takes over ESPN LA.
From international showdowns to the biggest global icons.
Heading by Ronaldo! He is a sensation!
It's the summer of soccer on ESPN LA.
Living and breathing the world's game this summer on ESPN LA.
Para Messi,
All summer long, soccer lives here.
The summer of soccer on ESPN LA.
Hi, it's Chris Morales here for LifeSource Water Systems. If you're still drinking and bathing in LA's harsh tap water, it's time to upgrade to a LifeSource whole house water system. LifeSource filters every drop of water in your home so you can drink, bathe, and cook with clean, delicious water. It's the essential home appliance. Right now, during their summer special, LifeSource is paying your sales tax. Bam! That's up to $1,000 off a new system, but only through July 4th. Call their factory today at 1-800-WATER-99 or visit LifeSourceWater.com. LifeSource, taste and feel the difference. Warranty limitations apply.
Fast Track.
And it is Fast Track on 710 ESPN. Mason and Ireland on the all-new ESPN LA app, 7:10 a.m. and always on YouTube at ESPN Los Angeles. Fast Track now back in the 2 p.m. hour on Mason and Ireland, driven by Cerritos Auto Square. Why do more people buy their car at Cerritos Auto Square than from any other location in Southern California? Easy. With 24 dealerships side by side, car shoppers can find the right car at the right price at the right location. Cerritos Auto Square. Learn more at CerritosAutoSquare.com. Once again, back to Fast Track and back to Mason and Ireland on 710.
Zoom 2.0, Funchy.
Zoom. All right, last night... Yesterday, I dropped my wife off at the metro station, and then she went to San Diego, and she went to go watch the Mexico game with her family down there.
Okay.
She had her Mexico jersey and everything. So during the game last night, she asked me if I wanted something to eat from the restaurant she's at, and of course I said yes.
Yeah.
You know, so but sometimes my wife might bring me home something, you know, that I order from a restaurant she's at or whatever. And I don't touch it. Like, I don't eat it all or whatever until, like, the next day or even 2 days, you know? And then she gets mad at me because I don't eat anything that she brings home. And she's like, I wasted all this money, blah, blah, blah.
Oh, 100%, yeah.
Yes. So, question here. Do you ask your significant other when they go out to a restaurant to bring you home some food from that restaurant? Let's go you, Andy.
I do not specifically ask her to bring me home a full meal, like order it separate to go. She'll always ask. I always tell her, you don't need to. But what I do always tell her, and this is a big deal, any leftovers, you bring them back, and they will be consumed by me. I love leftovers. I am also very anti-wasting food. Bring them back.
I love leftovers too. Sometimes you don't get leftovers, so you have to order something, you know.
I'm not going to make her do extra.
But she like asks you if you want some, you say yes, and then you don't eat it.
I don't eat it sometimes, but yesterday I had to she came home like almost
You're like
11.
one of those people who doesn't like care about food that much.
No, I love food. No,
So,
I
okay,
always,
so-
I always,
How does that happen? Like for me, the food noise is strong. Like it is calling to me. Like somebody brings me home something from a restaurant, it's gonna get eaten that night.
Yes.
My wife.
Most times I say no because I will just eat it that night.
But my wife gets mad at me because if I don't eat it that night, like you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Yeah.
Here's the thing, though. If she bothered to do this for you, I would say 12 hours, maybe 24 max. You got to eat that thing. Otherwise, you're letting her down.
I definitely. Well, she came home around 11 o'clock last night, and I definitely ate the leftovers around 11 before you guys walked in for prep. So
okay, I think you're within the window.
Yeah, and it was really good Mexican food too. Oh my God, I had two beef enchiladas.
Also,
so good.
like I'm married to a guy who believes in extra cheese and extra sour cream on everything.
Oh,
so like anytime there's leftovers, I'm just like, I'm gonna eat those nachos. Like I'm gonna eat that burrito. Like it's all full of extra yummy stuff and fattening stuff, and like you just can't bring that home.
I mean, the good thing though about leftover nachos, if you order a nachos thing, typically that can become a couple meals minimum. Like,
yeah, but nachos get soggy. You gotta like refresh with some chips later.
When you refresh, you air fry. Like, there are ways to resuscitate.
Well, originally last night I asked for 2 tacos, but she was like, "It's going to get soggy by the time I get there." So I asked for enchiladas instead. So
that's perfect. That'll do.
Brian, what about you?
Fast
Wifey?
track.
Yes. Anytime. It's almost it's just one of those things where it's a given. You know, we're going out, bring something back.
It's telepathy.
Right. You know it's going to be enjoyed. For my second fast track here, I don't know if you guys are aware of the tight end university that's been happening about 3rd or 4th year now with George Kittle, Travis Kelce put on for all the tight ends in the NFL. Kind of the skills, everybody building up, sharing their knowledge. Funny thing, George Kittle said last year it was a while for everybody to sign up. Let's say the 30 tight ends, it took a while before they actually all committed. Taylor Swift ended up showing up and did a surprise performance at the end of last year.
That was the draw, huh?
That was a draw. So he said this year, as soon as he put it out that first day, pretty much everybody committed to it. Wasn't sure if Taylor Swift was going to show up, but last night she closed out the tight end university again, 2 years in a row now with a surprise concert for all the tight ends in the NFL.
At this point, is it even a surprise?
That's my point here. So he said, this is not a for sure thing. Don't get your hopes up every year. Let's say you go for it next year, 2 years in a row. Would you be highly disappointed if she's not there?
Here's the thing. Next year, you have to do it because otherwise then people are going to already start talking about the problems between Taylor and Travis, like divorce, like they're going to be, tabloid target.
So she could be on tour. She could be busy. Like as long as she's stateside, you expect her to be there.
There needs to be serious plausible deniability, particularly like in the first year or two of their marriage. Otherwise, people will talk.
I mean, they're going to talk anyway.
True.
Isn't that the kind of the point of that marriage?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I believe, I think I saw something on Twitter that they've agreed upon the date, the venue, all that stuff.
Is it Madison Square Garden, right?
I hope it's not Madison Square Garden.
That's so weird.
Yeah.
Those are the rumors.
I don't get that.
I heard because there's like less, windows at Madison Square Garden for photographers that climb up and take pictures or whatever.
But it's also a giant arena.
Yeah, that's what I said too.
It's not exactly like an intimate, beautiful setting.
It's not. It's not.
I mean,
I heard it's going to be like 1,000 people there. I'm like, y'all know 1,000 people?
And
do you know what that's going to look like with just 1,000 people there?
Yeah.
It's going to look like a concert. It's going to look like a concert.
It's going to look super empty.
It's going to look really empty. Yeah. Like also too, like a 2-day event, like a multi-day.
What?
According to like the latest searches that it's coming up with, that it's for the weekend of July 4th or around that time. But I'm seeing that I'm reading right now from The Athletic. And the entertainment executive and another person with source knowledge of the matter, July 2nd, plans call for an intimate gathering of about 100 people at the Garden. The next day, on July 3rd, 1,000 guests, splashier celebration, perhaps some stage appearances.
Okay.
So there's going to be a concert
like a
there
festival.
too, right?
Well, you know what it feels like?
What?
It feels like there's a documentary coming.
Oh, yeah.
It feels like there's some type of...
this could be a full-on reality series.
Yeah, it feels like there's some type of monetizable event coming from this.
Yeah, this is like remember when Kim and, what's that guy's name?
Chris Humphries?
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
What a full ride. Look, yet another thing taking up space in your brain.
Totally. I mean, that's truly useless knowledge.
I mean, culturally relevant.
Was. Like,
Still-ish.
Bigger
That's
in the 2000s.
a long time ago, wasn't it?
Oh, Chris Humphries.
Yeah, but they had a whole show.
What, like, 2008 maybe?
All those Bravo stars, whenever they, like sometimes that guy Ryan Serhant, I think he had a whole Ryan Gets Married show. I'm like, wow, you did a whole show about this.
They were married from 2011 to 2013.
2 years.
Because remember, that was right around the same time that Lamar Odom and Khloe Kardashian were married. Like those.
And they had a show too.
Yes, they did. Yes.
Lamar and Khloe.
That was actually not a bad show. I went back and watched some of that recently.
You've been binge watching?
No, I was doing some research for something, but I went back and I was like, so that holds up. of all of the Kardashian shows and spinoffs, that one's actually Chloe and Lamar is pretty good.
All right. Okay. Coming up, want to ask Momo about this insane new deal that Micah Nori got to coach the Blazers,
God.
which is insane and frankly disgraceful. And I want to find out how the owner of the Blazers, the new guy.
No, that's Montgomery Burns. That's
also Shams with a little bit of update on.
I don't know if it's Shams. I think it's Shams.
Shams? I've heard both.
Me too. I should really ask him. Okay.
You should.
Yeah. I always thought it was Shams, but okay.
You're probably right. I've heard both.
I just hear Malika say it all the time.
Well,
Here's our Shams Sharania.
Well, here's the thing. I've heard that too, but for a while I thought that people were calling it Shams because Shams rhymed with bombs.
Oh.
So it would be like a Shams bomb.
And that was like Woj bomb.
Right. But that might actually be how you say the name. I don't
Malika's
actually know.
pretty good at asking people how you're really supposed to say your name.
Well, I have enough respect for Malika Andrews that she would have done that level of research. How do you say your name?
Yeah.
Like, and I
She's
think,
good. Like, do you know wait, make sure you're rolling on this because I want you to get this cleanly. Do you know that it's not actually Brian Windhorst? That's not how you say his name.
What is it?
It's Windhurst. Seriously.
Wait,
ask
what?
Him. Next time he's on air, ask him how you're supposed to say his name. It's Windhurst.
But
everyone just says Windhorst, or they call him Windy, which he doesn't actually like, but he just goes with. We all have just been saying Windhorst forever, and now that's his name. But that's not actually how he's said it his whole life.
And he just allows it?
Yeah, it just, ship sailed.
Why would he do that?
Uh,
Why would he do that?
Well, I mean,
why would he allow his name to be mispronounced and bastardized for so many years? Why? It does not surprise me that he doesn't like Windy. I don't know Windhorst well, but he's never struck me as a man that would enjoy the nickname Windy.
I don't call him that.
I call him Brian when I see him, but I don't know. I don't even know him well enough to call. I call him Windy when he's not around.
Right.
When he is around, I call him Brian.
I actually think you don't say Adrian Wojnarowski. We don't. That's actually the incorrect pronunciation too. I think it's actually Adrian. It's like
Warge.
Warge.
Yeah.
Warge. It's more of a. There's more of an R in there.
Wow.
Yeah, Warge Narowski. It's something with the Polish thing. I think it's a name. It's how you say it. It's
learning.
I'm just making that last part up. I don't know, but I think both of those have been mispronounced like their whole lives, and it got to the point where everyone just it's not even like you don't even actually say Woj. Everyone just calls him Woj, but that's not. It's like it's
Warge.
not. Yes, that's it.
Warge.
Yeah.
All right, we're learning a lot today. We're going to learn more coming up next. 710 ESPN.
DeMarco and Travis have taken over Afternoon Drive.
I have a question.
Yeah, sure.
Why are you sweating so much?
No, this guy's been sweating all day.
Weekdays starting at 3 p.m.
It was like that.
So he was in my,
no one needed to know that, Laura.
He was in my studio
Why does she
recording.
always do that? She always outs me. No one needed to know that.
Sweat's pouring off.
Now you got him started.
No.
See, look, you've been doing this to your whole family your whole life, huh? You're the fire starter.
I'm not, actually.
We sitting here chilling, having a great convo. You got to tell the world I'm sweating.
Okay, you do know you're on YouTube and people can see you sweating.
How many times are you going to have to change your drawers today?
Once. Damn it, when I get home.
Like, people are asking, why is people are watching YouTube, and if you haven't,
you're like Tiger Woods when he's sweating at dinner.
It ain't because Michael Irvin stuff. No, I told you.
Sugar.
Same thing. Every Tuesday, I do that leg workout, and it takes me like forever to cool down.
Afternoons with DeMarco and Travis starting at 3 p.m. on 710 ESPN, the all-new ESPN LA app, and live on YouTube.
Progressive knows you think the grass is always greener, like maybe you ride a motorcycle. But today, it's raining. So you wish you had an RV, but if you did, you'd have to listen to some guy parked next to it at a campsite plays acoustic guitar. Now, before you start wishing you had a boat, remember, your brother-in-law would invite himself every weekend.
Permission to come aboard, Captain?
But one thing that is greener is the money you could save when you bundle your RV, boat, or motorcycle with your home or auto with Progressive. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company affiliates and third-party insurers. Not available in all states or situations.
Harry Douglas here to help you get in on the sweet life with Cotton Candy 5-Hour Energy. It's that classic throwback cotton candy flavor, but with zero sugar and a 5-hour energy boost. I keep these with me so I can tackle that sweet tooth with a tasty caffeine kick and no guilty sugary aftermath. Bring on the sweetness with Cotton Candy 5-Hour Energy Shots. Cotton Candy 5-Hour Energy. Available online at 5hourenergy.com or Amazon.
Welcome to Milagro Tequila, where the sun shines, good times roll, and tequila pours. Take a sip of sunshine this summer with Milagro Tequila. Crafted from 100% Blue Weber agave for bright flavor and exceptional smoothness. Shake up fresh margaritas with Milagro Silver. Mix the perfect paloma with Milagro Reposado. Or enjoy the rich, smooth taste of Milagro Añejo on the rocks. Find Milagro at your favorite retailer in-store and online. Tequila never tasted brighter. Milagro Tequila. Please enjoy responsibly.
Breaking news, a blockbuster trade, a major injury, a coaching change, a game-changing signing. When the biggest stories in sports break, get the news, rumors, updates, and analysis Southern California fans need on ESPN Los Angeles. 7:10 a.m. and the all-new ESPN LA app. Breaking news is powered by Valvoline Instant Oil Change, home of the 15-minute drive-through oil change.
Are you ready to make a difference for the environment while helping the visually impaired at the same time? Then donate your vehicle to Heritage for the Blind today by calling 1-800-983-6530. Every donated vehicle will either be properly recycled in an eco-friendly manner or given a new life through reuse. Donating your vehicle is easy. Simply call 1-800-983-6530 and Heritage for the Blind will do the rest. They'll even arrange for your vehicle to be picked up at no cost to you. And for a limited time, when you donate your car, you'll receive a $200 restaurant voucher and a 2-night, 3-day hotel stay at one of 50 locations. Call 1-800-983-6530 right now to schedule your vehicle donation and make a positive impact on the environment while helping others. Heritage for the Blind, where every car donation counts and every person makes a difference. Call 1-800-983-6530 now. This advertisement is paid for by Heritage for the Blind.
Steve Mason and John Ireland.
First show on the radio, and it's all I listen to all day, and every day I can't wait to listen to you guys.
That is so nice. So nice, you man.
Mason and Ireland.
These guys are a whole bunch of fools.
Slightest. Also,
Did Perry tip you well?
I think he tipped fine.
Okay.
I don't remember him being a great tipper. I don't remember him being a bad tipper. I remember him being fine.
Just whatever.
But Magic, I remember being an excellent tipper. I also had to tell, I would say 2/3 of the table, no, I'm not going to go up and ask if you can take a picture with him. Like, I'm not doing that.
Yeah.
Also, Danny Elfman from Oingo Boingo used to be a regular.
Dead Man's Party.
Yep. And went on to do all the scores for Tim Burton movies. His order was he ordered the same thing every time, to the point where he would sit in my section, I think because he knew I knew his order. We wouldn't even have to communicate. I would just sort of nod to him. He'd nod back, drop the food, drop the check, tipped well. We were done. I barely had to speak to him. He's a vegetarian, I think.
Oh.
It was all vegetable orders. So, Momo, a couple things really quick in the NBA that I think you can weigh in on. First of all, the Blazers owner, Tom Dundon, who now is making headlines.
I mean, he just won a Stanley Cup with the Carolina Hurricanes.
And
okay.
Clearly, he's trying to live off that.
I mean, he can. Well,
not in the NBA world.
Yeah, I know.
Not in the NBA world. There have been many stories about his cheapness. The latest now being that he does not want to pay anything for part of the arena renovation.
Oh,
and
yeah.
is kind of
predictable. I think he's trying to move the team.
I was going to say, it seems to me like he is passive-aggressively trying to create the pretense to move that team.
I don't understand the NBA here. This is the part where I'm like, I don't even think there's a pretense. I think he's not going to pay for a renovation. There's been a lot of good. Our old colleague Bill Oram has written a lot about this in the Oregonian, and you kind of have to know your market. Like when you buy in a state like Oregon or California, you're not going to get public money. It's just not happening. It's just like when the Warriors wanted to build a stadium in San Francisco, like that was a political feat to get anything approved and passed and then funded. They funded the whole thing themselves. And by the way, Chase Center literally prints money because they did it so well. It's it can be done. It's just harder in certain states where the local population doesn't think they should have to. They should have money allocated for. It's just a different mentality locally. So the NBA knows that this stadium issue is looming. They know that this guy has this reputation in the NHL. They know that they're going to have to reconcile the stadium issue. This is setting up for an Oklahoma City thing. This is Seattle and Oklahoma City all over again. I feel it's like you can just see it coming.
Yeah, Funchy and I were talking about this before you came on. Like, what was the vetting process for him, or is it just the vetting process?
No, there's a whole vetting process. Well, first of all, Jody Allen got to decide because she controls the right. She controlled the rights to it, to the Trailblazers after Paul Allen died, and there were several groups. There was kind of some nastiness to the whole thing too. There was one group that thought they were in the lead, and then one of their minority partners. There's actually a lawsuit that was
right.
I think it's pending still. I think they're still in litigation on it. They were all in a tough position where it sounded like I don't think they had to choose this offer. I don't know why they chose this offer over the other one. I don't know if it was just more money. I don't know if it was because they got to sort of retain some role, whereas the other maybe they just liked him better. There were multiple bids here. And the other owners reviewed all this. There's a whole process of reviewing the bids as committees, et cetera. He certainly has had success at the NHL level. He's a successful businessman, so he's qualified in that way. But the reputation was there. This issue with the stadium was looming, and I think they're just kind of setting things up for a nasty situation.
Yeah, it's really bad.
This sounds like Major League, the movie.
It kind of does.
A cheap owner trying to move the team and trying to cheap up everything.
And trying to alienate the fan base along the way.
Kind of what's going on.
But the team wins.
Are all of a sudden...
Are
we going to get a cardboard cutout of Dundon and they're taking clothes off him like piece by piece?
Yes.
In the locker room?
Look, I understand wanting to run a business the right way. Like, I understand, like, being... efficient. Like, they whenever you get new owners, a lot of times they have consultants come in and they go, let's find efficiencies. By the way, Ecuador up 2-1 on Germany now. Ooh. Very interesting.
Germany came out of the gate hot, and now they've fallen behind.
This would be an upset.
I'll take your word for it.
Yeah, I think Germany's supposed to win.
Okay. I believe you.
I think it's interesting. when you look at Portland, like it's fine to say, okay, we're gonna, if we have a lot of fat that we can trim. That Paul Allen was a very generous, extremely rich human being, extremely rich. Like there was in one of the Oregonian stories, I think it was Jason Quick wrote this one. He said there was like an expression. It was called, they called it spam, spending Paul Allen's money, right? Like that, like they literally, like they lived well up there. People were paid well. They had a lot of duplicative roles. I understand going, like the Lakers had a round of layoffs recently. Yeah. But this wasn't being cheap. This was reallocated. They let people go. And
it sucks for those people.
Sucks for those people, but they just went and hired like 10 more people. Like this wasn't just like a bloodletting. This is a reallocation or reorg. Everybody's used to reorgs. But that's not what's going on in Portland. This is just like, oh, well, we had why do we need 3 PR people? Let's go down to 1.
Why do we need to bring the two-way players to playoff games?
Yeah. How is that helping?
Why do we need to give the fans T-shirts for playoff games?
Yeah, why are we paying double for these to hold the rooms until 4 p.m. on a game day? Well, you do that because nobody has anywhere to go. Like the game, you don't take the bus from the hotel to the game until 4 p.m. So if you have to check out at noon, where's everyone going to go? Okay, probably the hotel ballroom. Well, they made that off limits. They said only the players can eat.
Right.
Like this is when you start making those kinds of moves, or like the Mike Nori contract, which is just, it's disgraceful. I mean, JB Bickerstaff came out, went on the record. He's the head of the Coaches Association. Mike Nori is an excellent coach. He almost got the Knicks job.
I know, and he's been putting in his dues for a
he's
long
excellent coach.
time.
They're lucky to get a coach of that caliber. They had a great coach. Tiago Splitter was great. The Bulls just hired him.
I know.
And they gave Mike Nori's contract is only 1 year guaranteed. So it's a multi-year deal, but each year is a team option that is highly incentivized. So the more games they win, the more money he makes. And it's just not how it's done in the NBA.
No, short of putting Micah Nori on a month-to-month lease, like this was the least amount of commitment. Car? Yeah, it's absolutely ridiculous. Okay, there's going to be another item, but we'll get into that during Super Crosstalk because we got to get to not just a game of games, but a game of games written by Nevin, Ramona's husband.
Yeah, I didn't have time, so I said, Nev, can you help me out? Here's the theme.
You outsourced it.
Yeah, I outsourced it. He's funny. He's a good writer.
Yes.
We'll see how it goes.
Okay. I'm very excited.
I did a cross check on the, before.
To the best of my knowledge, in all our years doing Game of Games, this is the first time a spouse of a host has written Game of Games. So really excited about this coming up next, 710 ESPN.
It's time for your Valvoline Instant Oil Change Summer of Soccer update. Here's Mario Ruiz.
The United States may have already secured its place in the round of 32, but tonight is a chance to make history. The U.S. men's national team takes on Turkey at 6 p.m. at SoFi Stadium, looking to win its third straight match in a World Cup group stage. The U.S. has never won more than 2 games in a single World Cup, so a victory tonight would put this squad in the record books. There will be plenty of motivation on the other side as well. The last time these two teams met was just 1 year ago when Turkey earned a 2-1 victory over the Americans. Regardless of tonight's result, the U.S. already knows its next destination, a round of 32 showdown on July 1st at 5 p.m. in Santa Clara, California, where the knockout stage officially begins.
And that's your Valvoline Instant Oil Change Summer of Soccer update. Valvoline Instant Oil Change, home of the 15-minute drive-through oil change. From kickoff to the final whistle, performance matters. Keep your vehicle running strong. Visit SoCalOilChange.com for a special offer and locations near you.
Los Angeles, your Rams have reloaded, and they're ready to kick off their 2026 campaign. Reigning Defensive Player of the Year Myles Garrett joins reigning MVP Matthew Stafford to lead the Rams into massive matchups against the Bills, Chiefs, Cowboys, Packers, and more. To experience every matchup live and enjoy home playoff ticket access, plus interest-free monthly payment plans and stadium event pre-sale access, visit therams.com/2026. Again, that is therams.com/2026. Get your Rams season tickets today.
That's the ease at which you get information. You want it, you get it. Like that. Ask your phone. Group chat. Smartphone. You're always connected and informed in real time. No waiting. So if you're diabetic and still using finger sticks to read your blood sugar, what are you waiting for? Knowing your blood sugar levels instantly is important for managing diabetes. Call US Med at 888-665-0696. To learn more about continuous glucose monitors, a real-time instant method to track your blood glucose, US Med is an approved provider for Medicare and over 1,000 private insurers. And the best part? Call 888-665-0696 and we'll give you a free insurance benefits check today. So call 888-665-0696 today. That's 888-665-0696 and manage your diabetes as easy as...
Morongo giving away 3 Corvette Stingrays? Finally, a sporty 2-seater for me and my ego. Now your top reasons to visit Morongo.
Fireworks the 26th. Performers, bonus giveaways, and carnival games. June 26th through 28th. The fun continues July 3rd through 5th.
Number 2.
Rev up for the Stingray giveaway. Be here June 28th for 3 chances to win.
And the number 1 reason.
Don't pay high prices for gas. Morongo's Travel Center prices are the lowest priced gas around.
Good times.
How are you? It's the Weekend Warriors Show is back Saturday morning at 7 a.m. on ESPN LA, thanks to Cedars-Sinai. Cedars-Sinai is a global leader in orthopedics, offering a range of solutions in all orthopedic subspecialties to get you back to doing the things you love. Don't miss the Weekend Warriors Show with me, Dr. Clapper, Saturday mornings at 7 a.m. on 710 ESPN and the all-new ESPN LA app.
I'm here with Angelica, and getting a DUI is serious business, isn't it?
It's a process, Cappy, and if you don't take action within 10 days, you run the risk of some pretty serious consequences. Start by calling or going to fixmydui.org. One of many things Fix My DUI does is help individuals rebuild their lives through stability and reducing the risk of future mistakes. We do this through education and ongoing support.
So the first thing you do,
visit fixmydui.org or call 888-607-7077. We can help.
And it is time on Mason and Ireland for the final segment. The final segment of the show, always Game of Games time, presented by the one and only Jacob Emrani.
Call Jacob.
CallJacob.com. And yes, that new telephone number, 800-345-6789. 800-345-6789.
Hi, this is Jacob Emrani.
Game of Games made possible by the law offices of Jacob Emrani. Let's do it. Game of Games time on Mason and Ireland. Take it away, Mace.
It is Game of Games. Also, it is the summer of soccer. It's here, and Rock and Brews is your headquarters for every match. Catch all the action on massive LED screens with game day food, drink specials, and an unbeatable atmosphere. Bring your crew, cheer on your favorite team at Rock and Brews. Visit rockandbrews.com for your nearest location. It is technically Nevin's game, even though it is Ramona's game.
This is also not the first time I've asked him to write a game for me.
Oh.
It's just the first time I copped to it.
Confessional.
I don't remember the other ones, but I definitely asked him for help.
They were the ones that didn't work, right?
Oh.
The ones that he wrote?
No, like it's just I'm busy. Like, are they tell me a week out, and I'm not going to do it a week out, and then I wait till like the night before, and it's like the night before. You're like, oh, I forgot. Oh, I got to do that, and then I just really couldn't. I was up till like 3 writing last night, so this morning I was like, hey, honey, help me out. Here's the assignment. So let's see how this goes. I said, here, I'll even come up with a concept. Austin Reaves signed a max contract extension with the Lakers, right? He is from Arkansas. So all of these questions will either be about Austin Reaves or have some kind of tie-in to the state of Arkansas.
Ooh.
Okay? 9 questions. And it is, 9 questions. And it is multiple choice. Ready? Okay. We'll go Andy. What order should we go?
Go DeAndre.
Okay. Andy, DeAndre, Brian, then Bunchy, and then Brian. Okay, ready? Bill Clinton is the only U.S. president to be from the state of Arkansas. During his 2 terms in office, what was Clinton's favorite White House meal? Is it A, chicken enchiladas, B, pork chops, or C, sweet peanut butter and banana sandwiches? This one goes to Andy.
I am going to say pork chops.
Okay.
I'm going to say pork chops as well.
All right, let's go around to Bunchy.
What was the first 2 again?
Chicken enchiladas, pork chops, or sweet peanut butter and banana sandwiches?
I believe Clinton was an enchilada person.
Okay, let's go, Brian.
Peanut butter banana sandwiches.
He was an enchilada person. Way to go, Bunch. Way to go. I mean, I think he also outsourced the Big Mac a lot. That was
That's
his
what I heard
thing.
too. That's what I heard too.
White House meal, that's like the White House chef cooking
Yeah.
it. Yeah, okay. You got that one.
He enjoys eating.
Austin Reaves grew up on a 300-acre farm in Newark, Arkansas, a tiny town with a population of about 1,200 people. How many stop signs does Newark have in the entire town? A, 8, B, 3, or C, 5? 8, 3, or 5? DeAndre.
I go 3.
Okay. Let's go around to Punchy.
8.
Brian.
Show me 5.
And Andy.
5.
Correct answer. 3.
Hey, there we go.
Way to go.
All right, I'm
on the board. Okay. These are pretty good questions so far.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Arkansas is the birthplace of a certain popular dip. The state takes this dip so seriously that every year the city of Little Rock hosts a world championship for this dip. Name the dip. Cheese dip, French onion dip, or pimento cheese. This goes to Punchy.
Pimento cheese.
Brian?
French onion dip.
Andy?
Pimento.
And DeAndre.
Well, French onion dip.
None of you are right. It's just cheese dip.
Just cheese dip.
Just cheese dip.
I mean,
like
it
a
is
nacho
Arkansas.
cheese or what?
Cheese is pretty exotic for Arkansas, so that's probably good.
Pimento cheese is more of a Georgia thing, I think. All right. California is known as the Golden State. Utah is the Beehive State. What is the Arkansas state motto? Is it A, the Little Rock State, B, the Natural State, or C, the Granite State? Little Rock, Natural, or Granite? This goes back around to Brian.
Granite.
Okay. Andy?
Little Rock.
Little Rock.
And Punchy.
The Natural State.
Very good, Punchy.
Wow.
Woohoo! Way to go. The Granite State is actually New Hampshire.
Yeah, I knew that.
Yeah. And Little Rock I just made up.
I know. And
That was one of the ones I rewrote.
I know it now.
Okay. I thought that was really good, though.
That
Right?
is great. Well, I mean, it got me.
Yeah, it got me too.
That's funny when you make up the answers. Okay. Arkansas has never had a Heisman Trophy winner, but this former NFL player twice finished as the runner-up. Who was it? Steve Atwater, Darren McFadden, or Matt Jones? This is now back to Andy.
Am I still alive for Lovable Loser?
Have you not gotten any right?
No, you have not got anything right
wow.
yet.
You could actually, yeah.
You are
We're on
BC.
question 5.
The Lucky Loser, Lovable Loser, whatever you call it.
Lucky loser. I don't know why you have to be lucky.
Give me the options again.
Steve Atwater, Darren McFadden, or Matt Jones?
I'm going to go Matt Jones.
Okay. DeAndre?
McFadden.
All right. Let's go around to Punch.
Yeah, McFadden.
And Brian.
McFadden.
The answer is McFadden.
There you go.
He finished second in 2006 and 7. I love when people just lean into the losing.
Well, at this point, I mean,
John
I can't.
does it after like one miss.
Yeah. At this point, I can't win. So I might as well go
Yeah,
for the
okay.
loser.
What's our totals? All right, what are our totals? What
The
are our
totals, Punch 3, DeAndre 2, Brian 1, Andy Bupkis.
Okay, all right. Sixth question. Arkansas has a few weird laws on its books. Which of these is actually a law in Arkansas? A law against mispronouncing the state name, a law preventing state citizens with mixing cheese dip with any other kind of dip, or a law against wearing the opposing team's jerseys during college football season on game day? Is it mispronouncing the name, not mixing cheese dip, or wearing opposing jerseys? This one goes to DeAndre.
I think it's wearing the opposing jerseys.
Okay. Punchy?
Mispronouncing Arkansas.
Okay. Punch? Brian?
Mixing cheese dip.
Yep.
I'm
And
also
Andy.
going cheese dip.
The answer is a law against mispronouncing the state name. That's so weird.
Oh my God.
Arkansas.
Yeah, right? Well, how Arkansas.
Yeah. But
Arkansas.
They're not going to let you call it Arkansas.
Right.
Yeah.
You can move to the actual canvas for that.
That's
bleep.
right. That sounds like a guy from Missouri. Okay.
I knew people from Arkansas.
Which of the following Major League Baseball Hall of Famers are from Arkansas? Lou Brock, Hank Aaron, or Frank Robinson? Who is from Arkansas? This one goes around to Punchy, I think.
I'll say Frank Robinson.
Okay. Brian?
Also Frank Robinson.
Andy?
Hank Aaron.
And DeAndre.
I want Frank Robinson.
The answer is Lou Brock.
Oh, no one.
No one. Okay. 8 questions. Okay. Which of these 3 dishes are a staple of Arkansas cooking? Razorback ribs, hog hash, or possum pie? This one is now to Andy.
The obvious joke would be possum pie, but I'm going to take possum pie.
Okay. DeAndre?
Razorback ribs.
All right.
What's the one with the hog?
Hog hash.
Hog hash.
Okay. And Brian.
Possum pie.
The answer is possum
Oh,
pie.
no! Oh, no!
We got it.
I thought that was 2 on the nose.
There is no possum in it. It features a pecan shortbread crust, a cream cheese layer, and a dark chocolate pudding layer, all topped with whipped cream and garnished with pecans.
There's got to be an actual possum pie in Arkansas,
There
though.
has to, I know there
refuse
has
to
to
believe
be.
there is.
Yeah.
Probably have to go to the boonies of Arkansas.
Yeah.
Well, you tried.
I love that you tried. I love
No,
that
just
Nevin got
eliminated.
you.
This
Just
sucks.
eliminated, yeah.
All right.
Okay.
What,
This is our last question.
This
Who
is
has
a score.
to go first? Okay.
Hey, Bunches 4, DeAndre 2, Brian and Andy 1. So I
Oh,
already
you
won.
win.
Bunch won.
Okay. All right.
Whatever.
Well,
we can do the
here,
last,
let's
we
go
can do
to
the last
question.
Yeah, we can just do the last question.
All right, ready? Austin Reaves has an older brother who plays professionally in Germany. What is his name? Is it Travis, Carter, or Spencer? Travis, Carter, or Spencer is Austin Reaves' older brother. Let's go, DeAndre.
Spencer, I think.
Okay.
Spencer.
Carter.
Brian?
It's Spencer.
It's Spencer. Okay. Good job.
Yeah, I knew that.
Way to go, Bunchy. I would not have picked you as the guy who would win
Me
the
too.
Arkansas game.
This is 2 Game of Games wins this week.
Wow.
Yeah, this is like a new record for me.
How did Nevin do? I mean, I switched
I
two
liked
of
it.
his questions.
It was
That's
good.
pretty good.
Good work by Nevin.
Yeah, pretty good.
Nice job.
The only one that I switched were that last one and the one about the natural state in Little Rock and all that.
That was good work by Nevin.
Pretty good.
That was good. I liked
Yeah.
it. Yeah, it was a good game.
And also, awesome of him to pinch hit for you last minute, stepping in like a great
Literally on my drive down here.
My wife is not doing that for me.
husband.
I was like, oh yeah, I was supposed to do that. Oh yeah, there's no way I can do it during the show. I tried to do that once. It was a bad idea.
If I asked
You do it for me.
My wife, and I love my wife, if I asked her to do this, she'd be like, nope.
Yep.
That is way too much work.
Well,
I am not doing this.
I did send him an example of a few other games I had written and then told him, here's a good theme and something like that. So it was like, he listens to the show. So he knows the thing.
My wife, again, love her. She would be like, that is your nonsense. You outsource it to somebody else.
I said, well, let's do something with like Jerry Jones and Jimmy Johnson and how they... Oh, Ecuador won. Final.
Hey!
They pulled off the upset. It is the greatest win in Ecuador soccer history,
Wow.
I think. Maybe.
Wow.
Look at them celebrating. Look
Good for
at
them.
these guys. They're going crazy.
Good for Ecuador. Game of Games presented by the Call Jacob Injury Hotline, the only number LA trusts after an accident at 800-345-6789. 800
Coach is climbing into the stands.
Good for him, man. 800-345-6789. Super crosstalk. Coming up next, Mason Ireland, 710 ESPN.
DeMarco and Travis have taken over Afternoon Drive.
And Susan, to your point, Dee, she's like, I will go with you, but I'm not getting on a jet ski out here in the middle of nowhere. I'm just not doing it. Oh.
Weekdays starting at 3 p.m.
And I'm like, all right, so let's get on the jet ski together. And I'm going pretty fast, and she's holding on like, you're going too fast. Like, no, just slow down. You need to slow down. I'm just going, just flying, right? So all of a sudden, the jet ski turns real fast. She goes flying.
Oh, no.
And keep
How
in mind,
fast were you going at that point, I think?
not fast enough for her to get hurt, but fast enough to A, scare her. And keep in mind, we're in the middle of the ocean.
Oh, yeah.
She freaks out. She's like, you gotta go. And she's waving. I'm like, well, I'm coming back around to get you. To this day, every time we see a jet ski, she looks at me like, you're lucky I'm still married to you. Like,
Afternoons with DeMarco and Travis starting at 3 p.m. on 710 ESPN. The all-new ESPN LA app. And live on YouTube.
Red card penalty. Score big with Waba Grill's new red card combo for a limited time. A mini sweet and spicy chicken bowl, 3-piece chili crisp dumplings, and a side of Wablaze sauce for that extra heat. Then kick it up a notch with our new Penalty Punch, a premium beverage loaded with sweet mango-popping boba. It's a flavor finish that hits the back of the neck. Get the Red Guard combo for $9.99. Only at Waba Grill.
Hey guys, it's Sedano. Next time you're at my home away from home, LAX, look up. You'll see the future of travel in action. It's the all-electric Skylink train. It's now testing, and trust me, this is a game changer. What does it take to build a champion? It takes round-the-clock preparation. And soon, Skylink will connect you to the airport terminals, the new rental car center, and LA Metro. From practice to prime time, the LAX Skylink. Fast, free, and built for LA. In testing now to help you skip the traffic later.
ESPN AM 710 Los Angeles. It's the greatest segment in LA sports radio history.
Oh my God. When the shows come together for magic on the radio.
It will only grow stronger. Super Crosstalk. It's time for Super
Crosstalk.
Super Crosstalk. We got DeMarco Farr. We got Sua Craven. Sua, by the way, I was wearing a pair of Susie's at the Lakers facility a couple days ago when I went to the draft after doing the show with DeMarco.
Yeah.
I had a few people ask me about them, man. They liked them. They were a hit, man.
Are you liking them?
I am liking them. They are. You have to get used to them because they're bigger, and it's a weird thing. They're both lighter and heavier at the same time.
In your hand, they feel heavy.
Right. They are physically heavy feeling until you get used to them. Then they're incredibly light feeling. They also make you like roughly 6 inches taller.
Yes, they do. I love them, but I get like look from Jordan people because they look kind of like Jordan.
Hey, tell them I'm clear.
I don't care what you think.
Everything.
I had lawyers; they covered all
my
their bases.
Feet feel good.
But yeah,
I love
had
these.
a few people ask me about them, man.
Well,
they were a hit.
Glad. I'm hoping they're not asking for my address and a cease and desist.
We can dox you. Why not?
No.
What I want to do for fun. I want to how do you do that? Misappropriate or something, or say that Momo said something online when she didn't, just so she can attack me. I love it. I love when you go after people.
No, I never do. And then there was somebody who just I usually don't even respond when there's just misattribution or just. But I'm like, this is you literally just made this up, and now it's in my mentions, and people are responding
why not respond?
As if I.
She did.
I did. I finally did. I was
Immediately.
It was somebody who had 9,000 followers, and it was the Celtics viewed Jimmy Butler as a dream acquisition or whatever. It was something that totally made up and ridiculous.
Yeah.
And then people were started getting aggregated. I really reported it via remote. I'm like, what are you talking about?
The dude
so
told
what did you say? So what did you say?
I literally was like, I never reported this. And then he wrote back and he just he quote tweeted me and he was like, okay.
Yeah.
And I was like, what?
Oh, I thought he admitted it. He just made it up. Oh yeah.
And then I go, and I was like, wait, you just said okay? I'm like,
that's him being cool though. That's him okay.
Okay, what?
That's him not admitting the L.
Right. So then I was like, I don't understand why just making something up is funny. You know?
See, well, now we're in my
No,
realm.
he wrote something back to somebody about it. I just thought it was being funny. And I was like, I don't know what's funny about just making things up. It's just a waste of everyone's time.
I respond even if you have 100 followers. I don't care. I love that the troll. I'm the middle child of 5.
Okay, Katie.
Yeah. I was exactly. I was never the older brother, and I was always the little brother. Okay, and I don't take myself serious enough to be offended by anything a stranger said.
But you had to, right? You had to because they said you said something you didn't say.
Normally I would just totally ignore it.
Yeah.
But because it was getting picked up as if it was a credible report, funny. I was like, come on, man.
Yeah. Hilarious.
Come on. I don't need people in my there was actually articles being written about it now.
Well,
I didn't say it.
I didn't say this anywhere.
We're in a day and age where on Twitter there are literal parody sports accounts that just tweet false news hoping that somebody picks it up and it picks up. And I've seen it get 60,000 likes, 20,000
retweets.
And I'm like,
at least once a day.
I've had to block these accounts.
I'm telling you,
right.
People don't understand. We get real phone calls from real people about that stuff. Some agent is going to call me mad.
No, seriously.
I'm like, literally, I never said anything like that. That is a made up thing. And they're like, oh, okay. But you get real, people actually get that damages relationships.
Of course it does. Yeah, you let some inside info out.
Twitter is the Wild West.
Didn't actually.
I didn't.
Right. I mean, but to them, until you say something,
perception.
Yes. Yeah.
Twitter's the Wild West, though.
It is.
And people do that all the time. And
I know.
I don't get annoyed at the trolling because that's going to happen. I don't like when we actually do our job, and you do it very well. When you report something, insider information, where it's where else would she get this information from? She's credible enough to take her word for it because she put her. It's not anonymous. No, she put her name and said X, Y, and Z.
If you're coming after me, let me know. I'll tell you everything.
I don't like how they'll downplay a source because they can't fathom you knowing something that they simply don't. So instead, they try to undermine it, and that's
or
Twitter.
they also don't like it. They
just
don't
like
it.
it.
Sometimes they just don't like it.
Yes.
They're like, oh,
That's
what are you
true,
talking about? The other day, I think it's interesting this day and age how the echo chamber. So something I said on Mason in Ireland 2 weeks ago is now getting aggregated because somebody figured out that I said it 2 weeks ago. It was I think they asked me about free agency and I said, yeah, my understanding is LeBron and the Lakers had initial conversations, but he hasn't even committed to coming back yet. They didn't. It was more they were staying in touch. By the way, I reported this. Dave McVenner reported something similar. Shams says none of this is super breaking. Okay, but then they asked me about like what centers could they get, and I gave you the answers. Well, there's
they
the
don't
restricted
like your
guys, and then I said what this is now something. I wouldn't just say this. Obviously, I kind of have an informed opinion here or an informed information here. I think the Lakers are real smart, and they are taking a different look at things, and they're trying to do in a lot of ways what the Dodgers did, which is get younger guys on more cost-controlled contracts and give themselves some optionality. Some guy they're going to really lean into the scout of some players who maybe haven't gotten a look or haven't gotten a lot of playing time, but they're kind of in that younger vein where they could develop into something. So there's some names that are not like super sexy names, but if your analysis is that these guys, given the right opportunity, could flourish with a guy like Luka, they're not going to be exciting moves. People are going to see it and be like, "Oh, that's who they're going to get." Like, what happened to Jalen Duren? You know, but they have a list, and it probably goes 10 deep of centers who and wing players who are young, someone undervalued, could possibly pop. And I think you're going to see them sign a few of those guys or try to get some of those guys.
Okay, along these lines, by the way, as far as like finding the right guy, like the undervalued player out there, that requires a lot of scouting and manpower, film watching, all that. We have heard about the buffing out of the front office and all these departments that is going to happen.
They hired a couple guys already. The guy from Rohan from the Pelicans, he's pretty highly regarded. I think
and they just hired, was it Samanji?
Jumanji?
Not Jumanji. Oh. I believe it's Samanji is his last name. Maybe Drew Samanji. I apologize if I'm mispronouncing his name. But what I find really interesting about this and potentially alarming is Rob Pelinka had said during his exit interview with him and JJ that they were not going to announce every hire. And while if I were them, I would announce the assistant to the assistant to the assistant, because that is what fans are dying to know, that this buffed out front office and these brains coming in and all these great minds, it actually is being filled out. If that's the way they want to handle it, okay. Do we know, though, if they actually, beyond a couple names, have they actually started adding more people?
Okay. I'm going to tell you what I think's going on, and I know a lot of what's going on. They are Dodgerizing everything. So that's it's not done exactly the way the Dodgers have done it yet. The Dodgers have like 4 guys who've been GMs in their front office. They have a whole brain trust in there. But they are they're just getting a lot more voices in the room, a lot of smart guys who look at things analytically, who have data backed. You know, they are trying to find there's a guy in New York. His name is Brock Aller. Okay. He's not the one, he's the guy behind the scenes who is strategically carved out every little edge and every little second round pick that they need to include so they could have like the draft assets and like he gets as much credit for that Knicks championship as anybody because they won on the margins. Everything's about winning on the margins. Sure. Okay. Especially in a sport like basketball now where everybody's got smart guys. There's only a few franchises
until Wemby gains weight.
Yeah, okay, yeah. But like what the Dodgers are doing, what the Dodgers did is they got a whole brain trust together, and I think the Lakers are starting to do that now. They're also Dodgerizing everything price wise. Okay, like if you have season tickets, they have gone up. Like if you are going to buy tickets next year, they will be more.
Gotta pay for Luka.
By the way, I would not be surprised if we are no longer sitting in those great media seats that we have.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
About to be sold, huh?
I mean,
might as well.
Valuable I would not be surprised if our press room is not in the location it is.
I mean, they already downscaled it as it is.
Yeah. Like it's still cake.
I mean, and look, whatever. I mean, like these are very specific problems that the average.
I think the froyo machines are going to be there.
The froyo,
however,
right.
If you're going to say about cake, like let them make cake, let them take the stairs.
Right.
True.
That's what's going to happen.
So it's clear. This stuff
I can come downstairs.
This stuff can matter for
I can't right now with my stupid ankles.
But I know the average fan does not care how the
Nobody
media
cares how
are. What they're going to care about, though, is that these people, and by the way, I was thinking of Dominic Samanji.
There you go.
Hired as an
better than
analytics
Jumanji.
guy.
Yeah.
I'm sure he gets that all the time.
I am concerned. He's probably so sick of that. I am concerned that we are approaching free agency and a time of very big decisions this offseason, and they have not filled out these departments to the level that I know certainly I would want them to be filled, but I know fans would want. Like, they
I think
feel,
it's year, Andy. I think they've started, and I think they've started. I think there's a lot of new voices in the room, but it's year one.
Yeah,
and I think that's how, you just got
right. But the problem is, though, I understand that it's year one, and these things can be a process. Like the Dodger free agency. I mean, the Dodger front office expansion was a process.
Yeah, it was 2 or 3 years.
But the now is the now, and like all we've been sold is that this off season and the summer of 26 and all that stuff is so incredible.
Let me stop you right here. I don't. The fan. It doesn't. Doesn't matter. The person who matters is Luka, because Luka's been sold this too.
I know.
Luka in several meetings with Rob Pelinka has been told, we are going to get you help, and the summer of 2026 is when we start to be able to get you help.
Yes. Was Dallas a better situation for Luka? Is it?
Well, he went to the championship. I mean, he went to the finals there.
I mean, at some point, you would think he's going to get frustrated.
But does that process tell Laker fans that it's going to be maybe a year or two, maybe 3 before we have a real chance at a final? Because right now, as the team as is,
I thought they had a chance if they stayed healthy.
They feel right now, at least outwardly. And look, stuff may be happening behind the scenes. Again, I don't understand why if there are things behind the scenes, hires, I would announce them all.
I hear
because
you.
that is what fans want to hear.
I'm telling you, they have hired a lot of people.
Okay,
they should hire Kawhi's uncle. He gets stuff done.
No.
He gets stuff done. Come on.
DeMarco.
He tried to get Carnival Hockey Team.
Dennis.
Come on. That's awesome.
Look,
no?
It's my understanding Uncle Dennis can crunch film better than anybody. Like, totally on the up and up.
Come on. You want basketball
knows how to
minds?
identify 3-and-D role players. I mean...
Mom was like, no.
You don't want any of that smoke.
I want him to be my agent.
I'm not touching that.
No,
come be my agent. Let's get some stuff done. Let's go.
Just go hang out with the sales guys. Like, you need more deals? Is that what you need?
There you go.
Somebody,
come on.
Hey, Mark Hayes,
let's
get
go.
to Marcus
This
more
should
deals.
brought to you by Wildfire. Come on.
There you go.
Mark, you better find me something else. I'm reaching out to Uncle Dennis.
What if
Let's
I told
sign
you?
John Morant, too.
What you got, Andy?
Fun stuff.
What you endorsing over there?
Laker
talk?
I am endorsing.
Your YouTube
First of all,
show?
I am so open for business.
Yeah.
I am not above Uncle Dennis. I'll tell you that right now.
There you go.
I have too little to lose. Uncle Dennis, if you are listening right now,
sell it.
I am here. I am the greatest fake tree planter you will ever discover.
Hell yes.
I can keep a
so
secret.
good.
All of it. I will sit on that money for years.
Oh, so good.
Super Crosstalk is now done. DeMarco Farr, Stuart Craven, 710 ESPN.
And it is the 15-minute mark right here on 710 ESPN. On the all-new ESPN LA app and on YouTube at ESPN Los Angeles.
The 15-minute mark on 710. Fueled by Valvoline Instant Oil Change.
You know, in that time it took to hear your favorite takes and all that fun and frivolity, you could be pulling out with a fresh oil change. No waiting, no appointment, just in and out in about